Hello, people. Welcome to Gamemode for Toolbox, now on Thursdays.
Now with more Thursday. Oh, did you move me on the Discord?
Yep, I did.
Okay, good.
You can also join us on the Discord stream channel on our Gamemode for the Discord if you want real-time audio. Special is currently still reinstalling his live or his text editor, so we'll have to wait for him to be ready and then we'll
Yeah,
start
I'm
working on
almost
stuff.
there. It's installing teletype now.
Good. And I'm just working out how to send a link to the stream to people. That looks like it's going to be a link.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so it kept my installed packages still exist.
Oh, that's
Oh.
interesting.
That's fine.
So apparently it just reinstalled the application, but not all of the settings, which is quite nice actually.
Fantastic.
So,
Are you able to
Yeah,
join us on
that's-
teletype then?
let me just enter your portal.
All right. And
That was the wrong portal. No, it wasn't. That was the right portal.
hello, Andrew Dalton. Welcome. First. I
Why
was here
are there
first.
500 entities special?
What?
Mythos
Most of them are.
Most of them are seats.
In the
Yeah, if we
beginning,
need-
there
if we
was
need-
Andrew Dalton.
If we need to turn off the seats, we can. But
Oh, it's dropping
Uh,
wizards flames.
trans-
Can we turn
Transport did some testing and it didn't really actually change the frame rate.
Hmm. Okay, so I think we're pretty much ready to go then. Did you successfully connect to teletype?
I have.
You have.
Absolutely.
Can you see the 3 files I have open?
I can see the one. If you click on the other two, then I'll see them.
I have clicked on the other
Because
two.
I joined after blue. Oh. Great.
Do I
Can
need
you-
to? I'm going to
enable
reopen them
characters?
all.
I'll just reconnect special bit the trick for me. Yeah, we're working with a text editor here because we're using functions in
Yeah.
1.13.
So
And
one,
This is a fancy text editor.
yeah. So 1.13 has brought about the death of command blocks, as it were. They're actually still useful for certain things, but Game Mode 4 is going to be moving away from it in general, and we're going to be moving to functions. And as a result, we've had to change the way that we do development. So first of all, we're going to keep this server because this really cool thing is that we can edit the files directly on the server and use /reload to see the changes. That was all the seats dying there. That's the smokers seats over there. This is a non-smoking zone though, isn't it? Because there's a fire risk otherwise.
Are
So-
they? Are the seats off?
The problem with this world is that
Yeah.
if there was a fire, we can't extinguish it with water because we made our floor out of concrete powder.
That's true. At least concrete powder is very flame retardant.
We'll just let it burn. It's fine.
One of those infinite tire fires kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah, what we're going to be... My IP is showing. Oh, I guess... Oh, you know what? The IPs of people are showing when they join because I have the console showing. I suppose I should probably stop that.
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah.
You might be able to filter some of the console, or just or no, that I don't know if that also has a filter option.
Am I going to get the same problem with this output? No. At least this has got a bit more info. Like, if I reload... I'm not going to reload yet, actually. But if I reload, I want to see whether my local output shows info about that stuff. But yeah, I suppose I'll have to rethink about that for the next stream. But anyway, basically we're working out how to do streaming now. And we've got a fairly good idea. But the idea is that we can still keep this world for people to experience and play around with. And we can still do testing on here. But instead of placing command blocks down and looking in those, we now have Atom, which is one of many text editors available. We did a bit of research, and we have this telemetry thing. So if I'm in update.mc function, like I am right now, I can be typing things, and Special and Blue can type independently, both in this file and in other files as part of the project. So hopefully this means that we can kind of all work together still as if we were working with command blocks, but we can all type together. The syntax highlighting you see here, by the way, is part of Misode did it. Misalu made it, which is kind of cool. So
I don't have that yet.
I do. Anyway, so yeah,
it's a package, Blue. If you want to install it, just search MC function or Misode and it'll pop up.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's like Google Docs. So the also hello to new people, welcome. So the way Gamemode 4 is now going to work is when you have a Minecraft world, there's a folder called Data Packs, and Gamemode 4 you just download a zip like bat grenades. Drop it in and you're done. You don't even have to install any command blocks. It's going to be amazing. But within that, if you were to unzip it, there's all of these subfolders and substructures which tell it how to work. And we sort of built our own clocking system that's very similar to the stuff we've used before, and in fact mirrors what we use on the Gamemode 4D server, which is actually a better clocking system than we released publicly for Gamemode 4 before, because it wasn't really expandable, but now it is. So yeah, the module we're going to be working on today is Ziprails. I may have typed zip lines somewhere. We'll have to check that in the code. But the way this works,
I don't see any.
Okay, that's fine then.
Just see Ziprails.
We wanted to add something else to Rails, and I suggested that we have minecarts able to, and we have a little command approximation of this currently on the server, allow people to ride across string, like trip wires with minecarts. So the limitations we have for this is we wanted to have people couldn't just build an infinitely long line of string. So we wanted it to be a proper tripwire. It has to have hooks on the end and it has to be triggerable. And the triggerable limit for a tripwire is 40 blocks.
40 blocks.
So you can build.
If you punch it out, you will fall down, of course.
Yeah. So the minecart will only travel on valid tripwire, and you can build little extension stations like this one here, where you drop off the end of the zip line, picks you up, and just moves you on to the next one. So it'll be kind of like a monorail, I guess, or like a little floating sky thing. Kind of cool.
Somebody has also suggested us doing more minecart stuff on our suggestion form that we published a couple of days ago, independently from us. So I guess we're kind of following suggestions here, even though we didn't know about them when we came up with this.
That's good. I haven't seen that yet. Zane is also saying if we have issues with Atom, I did. We have had a few connection issues with it. You can use Visual Studio's Live Share plugin. That sounds interesting. But Atom is more visually appealing, apparently. Quaternary says something interesting, which I think we should probably address, is did we have to put the string at head height? And the answer is we haven't really thought about it yet, but we're aware that this will be a problem.
So the thing is, if we don't put the string, the motorcycles will stop tonight. So if we don't put a string at head height, then it will be way harder for players to enter this, because we discussed this earlier off stream, and we want the minecart to have to hook onto the tripwire hook first, and then they can travel. And if we do it on a head height, then they can just lay down their rails below the hook and just simply hook onto it this way, which makes it easier.
Yeah, and it means that it looks like it's hanging below it. Our thinking is that, like, if somebody punches it, it will change the property of this string and so that it's no longer a valid trip wire, and they will fall. So it's not something you can really grief. You can't like leave a gap somewhere here that's invisible and other players will fall off, because if you try and do it while you're driving, it'll throw you off too. And it means that if somebody else comes along, instead of falling off at the point where the gap is, they'll fall off right at the edge here. So you're more likely to notice.
Yes. So it's basically like with a minecart network. Somebody could pour a bucket of water onto it, but if they do, it will stop themselves as well, so it's not easily griefable.
There is a slight thing with it, though, where you probably won't be able to... Actually, can you fire a bow while your head's in string? You probably can. You wouldn't destroy the string, would you?
Yeah. Look, firing a bow...
Not with the arrow.
Yeah, so the only thing would be punching, I guess.
But you're in the air, most likely, so... No punching required.
Having them a block lower, like under the string, would make the minecart look a bit odd, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. We could have it all.
I think it would make the minecart look a bit odd.
If the minecart is by itself, like this, then yeah, it does look a little bit low. But if there's a player in it, then it's almost like the head is running along it.
Oh no. Because you're smaller when you sit in the minecart.
Yeah.
I think this is fine.
Okay. There's a lot of minecarts over here.
Cart City.
Yeah. Oh, we found a way of targeting things that you look at, which could come in handy later for other projects.
Yep.
Still a little flaky. We're working out how to do it with good efficiency, but more accuracy. Yeah. Anyway, so shall we make a start then?
Yep, let's get this started.
So the first thing is we have this sort of module template that we set up before we started streaming, and we changed everything that said template to Ziprails. So the initialize function is what happens when the module first is created. It's this one here.
I can't see it.
Shall I reopen them all?
No, I just reconnect. I'll reconnect.
Okay.
I will do the same.
This is the slight problem we're having, like viewing files that have been opened at the wrong time.
There we go.
You see it now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. It's working. We're good. It's working
Alright.
this time. I'm not sure what it is. It might be the interface between the remote FTP and the teletype might be a bit wonky because it's two different plugins that might not know how to communicate with each other perfectly. Yeah.
Okay. So the initialize, then there's the tick, which happens every however often we want it to.
Is it? I don't think it's called tick. Called main. Should be called main.
Okay. Oh, tick is okay. Tick runs all the time. So the Gamemode 4 folder that we're looking in right now, this is like the main clock that takes over. But if we look inside the Ziprails folder down here, that's where we want to be. So we have initialize. This runs when you're trying to install Ziprails. So it adds any scoreboards that are required, and does a couple of other things. The init check happens every time a new module is installed, and it just checks that this module has already been installed. Then I think pulse check is where we define on what tick the clock runs.
Pulse
right?
check is just to so the pulse check actually runs every tick, but it only does a single scoreboard operation, which is the cheapest operation a Minecraft command can do, which is just execute a score, and if the score matches, then it will branch off to main. So that way we're not, running the main function every tick, and we can change that timing depending on other modules. Yeah, fancy stuff. There is a Gamemode 4 tick tag if we wanted to use that instead of the Minecraft tick. I don't know if there's a difference between the two. I think it's in one of the either background aids or render and support class. I threw it in as a I don't know if we'd need this.
Yeah.
Also, you stream viewers might notice that Special is by far the most skilled with the Gamemode 4 with the 1.13 commands of the three of us.
I've been very much trying to keep up with all the stuff. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know it did that.
What's that? I know a lot about the 1.13 commands. Oh, what's that?
Well, no, in Minecraft chat, Drorito just joined, and it says formerly known as, but because he just recently changed his name. I did not know that it added that when you recently changed your name.
Oh yeah.
That's nice. I like that.
For a long time.
And then there's the main function, which is this function is run every time our clocking system tells it to. So I guess currently that would be once a second.
Once roughly once every 16 ticks,
Okay.
because 16 is a nice number. It's 1.25 hertz,
All right.
in case you're wondering.
So.
Sparks, can you quickly click through all the files you've got open? Because I can only see the ones.
Yeah. I think we may have to look for a better editor. So the main.mc function. So this is, I guess, where we start today. So I suppose the first thing we need to do is like target minecarts, right?
Yep, and tag all of them with a, like, I'm a minecart tag.
Yeah.
There are 5 minecarts in the game, or 6.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I guess we execute as or at.
What depends what you're doing.
We're tagging all minecarts with a tag.
Ooh, okay. I just found a thing that might
Actually,
help
we
with
don't need to execute at all.
I couldn't see the main function, and if I click on Sparks' little icon in the bottom corner, it brought up the file that Sparks is looking at and opened it in my editor.
Oh, that's handy.
So that might be useful. So I think that like locks you to what page they're looking at. So I think that might be a way to sync it.
Yeah.
Side note. Anyway.
Oh, great.
Alright.
Also, you could probably use this to drop bombs onto people. Because they are TNT minecarts, right? And you can detect when a minecart is in this, because it triggers the drip wire. Oh, Sparks, maybe we should make it so that if a minecart enters this without a plate, well, if any minecart enters it, it gets pushed up a bit to trigger the drip wire. That could also fix the issue where the player had inside the drip wire.
But then when they want to dismount, I suppose they'll hit this block and just drop, right?
Yeah.
It'll slow people down a little bit, maybe?
Well, if we just push them up enough to touch the tripwire, they might not even hit the block. Let me summon something. Summon minecart.
What tag do we use for vertical rails? Is it gm4_minecart? As well?
I believe so, but might as well change it.
Yeah, we have to redo it
Right.
anyway.
I'm gonna just bring it up.
I guess you've been working here while I've been watching. Below.
Yeah, I've just added it because I noticed it was not nice. Oh, GM4 cart is what vertical rails use, but I think minecart is clearer.
Yeah, we don't have that character limitation anymore, so that's nice.
Yeah.
So all of the different minecarts are just going to be given the tag GM4 minecart, which means we don't have to repeat our code all the time for every single one. We can just refer to them by the tag.
Minecarts with the no gravity tag are really weird.
Oh, I hadn't thought of doing that. I was using the
Yeah, which is a better idea, because otherwise we would have to make sure that they get set to no gravity 0B after they leave the thing, and
yeah.
I'm worried we can't do that reliably.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, the way we're currently doing this is basically when they're on a rail, we set their motion to the direction they're going in, and also we change their vertical velocity by 0.04, or set it to 0.04, which seems to negate gravity and stop it falling.
Teleport is relative to the executor now. Damn it.
Levertion asks, is it more efficient to search for entities with a tag? Maybe, but
Tags are very efficient to search through than type.
Basically,
well, type and tag are about the same.
Basically,
actually,
all of these minecarts are going to be doing it. That says minecat. All of these minecarts are going to that they're all addressed. So instead, we just go, this tag means it's a minecart, and then we can just write all of our code once and just refer to them as GM4 minecarts.
Special. What? How do I do the thing that execute used to do?
To do what again?
To execute as the entity at the entity's location?
If you need to change the executor, it's as. If you're just changing location, it's at.
Alright, let's do
so,
that.
Yeah. Where are you typing?
I'm typing in game because I'm testing something.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Also, Sparks, you're just a You're very pale today. I think you need to get out some in the sun.
What's my icon look like?
Your skin is just
Oh.
all white. Not to be, not that color's important,
Oh,
but
I'm wearing the trophy. I've got the trophy skin from this month or last month. Yeah. Is there anything interesting? Oh, I've forgotten about the entity flattening. I mean, they did that with zombies and zombie villagers, but minecarts have always been different entities, I think.
yeah, they've been like this basically forever.
So once we've tagged them, I guess we don't. When they're on the rail, we're going to need a faster clock, right?
Yes, I guess so.
But we don't want that running all the time.
This is the part that I hadn't figured out how to do yet, and we should, figure out. Because in the 1.12 version, I'm gonna plop down some command blocks to demonstrate over here. We would have the 20 hertz, right?
Yeah.
And this would constantly be checking: is there a minecart in, for vertical rails ladder in this case, string, and then there'd be this command block, which only runs if it found the what do you call it? If this one found a cart inside of a ladder, this one would then do all the rest of the stuff. And I'm not entirely sure how to turn on and off a function like that.
I suppose.
Although, I think pulse check does run at 20 hertz, right? I'm gonna double check that, but I believe that does. So we could put additional code into pulse check that checks, execute if entity execute if minecart is below string, run the 20 hertz function separately.
But I suppose we could, unless, like, I had been thinking what we could do is, I suppose what you're saying is every 20 hertz under pulse check, we also check the, we use it as a 20 hertz clock that only checks if minecarts are under tripwire. What I've been thinking of doing is pulling the motion, the X and the Z of all minecarts into a scoreboard, and then comparing that and seeing if any of them have a motion that is greater than a number, we know that the minecart is moving. And if a minecart is moving, then we start the clock looking for the tripwire. Does that make sense?
I guess.
I don't know how expensive that kind of scoreboard operation would be.
I mean, so what you're trying to do is if you want to check for minecarts that are moving instead of just under string. Okay, that should be simple, because minecarts that aren't moving should just have a motion of 0. So then execute unless entity minecart with a motion of 0, then do stuff.
However, if somebody tried to start the minecart right here and they wanted to connect to the string, like within 1 second or within 16 ticks of the minecart starting, it might miss and just fall. Which would be the advantage of constantly checking for the tripwire.
Alright, I know about how high a minecart needs to be in the block space to trigger tripwire. It's the current block. Well, the current block plus this number, about.
Okay. You want it as low as feasibly possible.
Yep.
Okay. Good. So
if we teleport a minecart to that position.
Mizad says.
Oh, sorry, it's actually a bit higher. It's this number. Yeah, if we teleport a minecart to this position, it will just trigger the tripwire while it goes through, even without a player.
How did you reach that number?
He slowly teleported up, one at a time.
Oh.
I just
I saw him do it.
Yep.
Okay.
And if I overshot, I redid it and changed the previous digit one down.
Okay. Mizad says instead of putting all the code in the main function, have another function which is called with the minecart as executor. That way you can use @s there because it's more efficient than @e. So would that be like after doing this, go execute as at e tag equals gm4 minecart.
Yeah.
Run
so
function.
that's what we would do if there's a significant amount of things to run as the minecart.
Yeah.
Like more than 2, I would
And
think
put
would make it worth
minecart.
it, because every function you do add does add time to the loading of the world.
Yeah, I guess since we're on it, that's one of the things that functions can't do that commands can, which is
Also, Sparks,
yeah.
if we teleport them to that height, they won't get slowed down by the blocks because they clip to the rail once they move over the rail.
Oh, they snap to it because minecarts are weird. That's kind of nice. Okay. Hi, Ender Stranger. Don't be a stranger. Come on in. Welcome to the stream.
I don't understand the new scoreboard stats thing. I'm just trying to find the logout score. Yeah, I'm trying to make a scoreboard of how many logs out because that thing is broken to adding people to the audience team.
Oh.
What? It's Minecraft.custom::Minecraft.leave game. Oh, it is leave game. Cool. I wonder if that will work.
Was somebody's phone?
That was mine, sorry. Yeah, and then Leversion's saying, would no gravity true and setting the motion work, or is there still friction in that case, or does no gravity stop all motion? No gravity just stops downward motion, but we need to teleport it forward anyway.
Yep.
And it's smoother to use motion.
Gravity is, if we do no gravity, then we have to make sure that we apply gravity after they leave the zipline.
Yeah.
And I'm worried we can't do it reliably.
Yeah. Also, like, motion is much smoother visually than teleporting, so we might as well use it. You can't push it that way because we only got sample commands and they can only go in one direction.
It's a very great system.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we do next? We have our minecarts tagged. Are we going to go with the 20 Hertz check for ziplines on all minecarts, or are we going to first check for minecarts that don't have a motion of 0?
I mean, we could do both. That's a thing we can do now.
What?
Yes, it is.
Do you have the pulse check open?
Yes.
Or are we going to use the tick? Are you in pulse check?
I am now.
There we go. Okay. Because we can do the thingy where it's like run 20 hertz for if, and my cart. If they don't have a motion of 0, so NBT equals not.
Ooh.
Motion. I think there's an this, right?
It depends. I guess it's one of those things where we're like comparing directly, right? So you have to put the type if you're reading, but you don't have to put it if you're writing. So yeah, if it's moving.
And then what's the block state for connected string?
It is, by the way, pro tip, guys. Oh, come on, Blue. I'm showing the people the thing. If you F3I while looking at a block, it copies all of the information about the block to your clipboard, which is amazing, because then we can see that it is it is attached equals true.
Oh, F3 also does that, by the way. Sparks, for block states, just hit F3. Look at it.
On the right.
F3I copies NBT as well, and you can do it on entities. And in survival, which I disagree with, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's attached true. Although we want to look for tripwire, right? Which I guess is...
attaché.
Which is also attached. Attaché.
Is it string? Oh, it is just...
It's
tripwire.
We want them to be able to hook on via the tripwire. We don't want them to be able to hook onto the string at any point.
Yep.
Oh, via the tripwire. Oh, so tripwire hook then. right?
Yep, that's it.
Not the string. Although we do also need to run it if they're under string, not just under the tripwire hook,
We
right?
need to be able to. Yeah, I guess we need to
Yes.
dock them when they are on string.
We've got the sample commands over here on the server.
We need to dock them when they join string, but we then need to like give them a tag to say that they are valid to ride, I guess. Valid to
Yes.
zip. Valid to zip, a zip license. And then when they're under string, we just need to move them. I suppose also when they're under a hook, we need to like make a note of the direction they're moving in so that we can tell them which way they're supposed to be moving along the string. So there's
Yes,
like two
I
different
think-
functions.
Cause the hook, from hook we can only have a string in one direction. So I guess we can, from the hook's facing state, we can check in which direction we want to move them.
Does the minecart change which way it's facing when it changes direction, or does it just change motion?
Changes motion?
Oh, so okay.
So
That's unfortunate. Also,
So-
what do you mean by docking onto the string?
they shouldn't be able to like get onto the string at any point. They should have to get onto the hook first, and then they can ride it.
Oh,
Like this,
okay, I see, I
this
see.
should not be a valid way to get onto the string. You can't just like yeehaw like
Drop onto it.
like cowboy onto it. Yeah, I think you should like
So,
All right.
grab onto the
here's a way
hook.
we could do it. Once they are at the hook, we give them a is hooked to the string. Is hooked is ride has a license to ride tag.
Oh, I was gonna call it zipped or strong.
Yeah, we give them that tag if they are under tripwire hook. But if a minecart is under tripwire, doesn't have that tag, then we look at the facing block state of the tripwire hook, figure out which way the minecart should go. Because
Yeah.
if the minecart has already got the zip tag and is under a tripwire hook, then it's leaving the line, so we don't need to move it anymore. But if it doesn't have the tag and is under the tripwire hook, then we should look at the direction of the tripwire hook to assign move towards this direction tag.
I suppose
By the way,
Okay.
if it's under a hook that is pointing in a different direction to their current, we have to make sure that they can undock. Basically, I guess we have to check every time they're on a string. We need to constantly check minecarts with a thing saying they're on the string to check that they are still on the string. Basically,
Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so just a thing that I kind of thought of that I don't know if it's exactly related to the current topic, but we do have to run the 20 hertz function whether they're under the tripwire hook or under the tripwire, and we can use a block tag for that because the tag of if the string is attached is the same. So we could do like
oh yeah,
oh yeah. So I see what you mean.
hashtag, because then it would check for both the actual string and the hook.
Yeah,
yeah, because the non-attached hook shouldn't work. Yeah, that sounds good.
I've not looked
That
at how
would be-
you write those
I don't know.
tag files, but I guess it's similar to the functions.
It's virtually identical, just with block names. So this would be Ziprails
Can you guys place those minecarts on the rails?
colon, what do you want to call it? Wire?
Oh, damn it.
Because I don't want to call it just tripwire, or we need a name.
I know how
basically.
to do it though.
There must be a term for that kind of metal rope, right?
Cable.
Cable.
Oh,
Duh.
ah. Cable.
Guess you can't go back at the moment, so you'll have to walk over, and there's a dispenser there to put the minecarts back. I built the zipline, by the way.
So I guess under Ziprails, we create a new folder. What?
Yeah, under Ziprails, tags. Are you making the folder?
Yeah, Ziprails tags.
Okay.
And then instead of functions, it would be blocks, I guess.
If you look in what channel? I pinned it in somewhere. I pinned a visual, I think our data pack channel. if you look in pinned messages, there's a nice little visual representation. Yeah, there it is.
By the way, Sparks, the stream is still called Surviving the Poison Dome.
Oops.
I don't know if you want me to repost the image, but
I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Blocks. I was right.
it's 1.13 is confusing me whether things are plural or not. Data packs, everything's plural. Resource packs, everything's singular.
Yeah.
Special, don't say it out loud, because there will be an update that changes it and screw up.
Oh, okay.
everything we
Sorry.
did.
I said you heard nothing.
And then I guess it's a new file called, what did we call it? Cable.json. Right?
No, it would be. Oh yeah, you're right. Cable.json.
Okay. So if you navigate to me now, you should be able to make a definition.
Oh, where did your little icon go? Oh, it was hidden under my thing. There we go. Yep.
I'm not
So
in the
then
right
values
No. This is
Oh,
init check. I just opened it to copy the format.
Gotcha.
Let me go to cable.json. There you go. So I guess we just changed that to.
I'll let you do it.
We get rid of the colon, right? So it's just.
I think you have to do Minecraft colon. I don't know if you need the Minecraft colon. I'm currently searching Minecraft block tags. I don't know if that's the thing I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay.
Where
That's
is
right.
Thomas? That asks same. Where is Thomas?
Yeah. Namespace colon name. So, you can include a block tag inside of it.
Oh, that's amazing. So we can just include the tag in our block list, and then we won't have to mess with it in our command.
So that should now be correct.
Well, yeah. If that is the name of the things, yes. No, you can't. Not that kind of block tag. There's too many tags.
Ooh, I
Blue.
see.
There's not that kind. I meant like.
Oh.
I meant like
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
that kind of tag.
Oh, I thought you meant. Oh.
But if you go back to pulse check, you can add this attached true to the end of the block tag. I'm fairly certain.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can also do NBT if in fact it matches. It's just not entirely useful because not all. A lot of the time, the things that you're putting in a block grouping. I'm gonna call them groupings because that seems easier to say and understand. The block groupings don't always have the same name for their block states, but.
Oh, look at the players riding across.
We.
Aww. They're out of Minecraft.
I got a new mouse, and the scroll is so nice. I just scrolled. I had to scroll through the Wikipedia page, and it was so nice. And I'm not triple clicking and breaking everything.
At some point, we're gonna have to reload this and see if it works.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
What are we executing as? I mean, what are we doing with these minecarts?
We'll probably be running a function, right?
Yep.
If block. Oh, is that the right location? Blue. We needed the location for it.
Let me. I've got that. This is the number where the minecart needs to be to just trigger a tripwire.
Like, is that above or below the block?
That's relative to the block. So let's say it would be on y equals 9, then you would change the 0 to a 9.
Okay, so it should be, if we add 1 or 0.5 to this, it should find it then. So it gives a little bit of a range.
Yeah, I think
We'll find.
Line
We'll figure that out.
5.
Run.
Is this a good way of working out when a minecart has left the thing? We remove the tag every tick and then re-add it at the start of this function, or is this a bad idea?
I mean, we could add it at the
End of the function.
remove it at the start of the function. Yeah.
Remove it at the end of the function. Add it at the start. Remove it at the end.
Yes.
But
Maybe. Although,
no.
if we're checking
remove
whether
it at the end,
that
at the start.
that
Yeah.
would be the tag if it starts at the tripwire hook right?
Yep. Yeah.
So then we only add it when they're in the tripwire hook, and then remove it when they're no longer in string or tripwire hook.
Yeah,
Right.
so we remove. How about remove it? We remove it all the time and edit if they're in string or tripwire hook.
But you only want to add it if they,
Oh yeah.
because it needs to. You
Yeah, let's do it
only
your way.
start adding it if in hook.
Yeah,
Right,
let's
and
edit
then
when in hook then and remove it. if
Keep
they are
when in string, remove when not. This is just notes. I wasn't going to keep these as a comment.
I know.
Can we easily check
Oh.
not for block in 1.13 now? Special.
There you go.
It's great. It's amazing.
Shut up, Sparks.
It,
Stop correcting my comments.
Well,
I think that Sparks. You guys are both blue for me.
it was me.
So-
Yeah. Blue, what were you being in awe about?
Unless things.
unless,
Oh yeah. That's cool.
We can check not for a block. We weren't able to do this previously, which caused
Yeah.
a ton of problems.
So what's this function going to be called? And I can create the file for us.
I don't know.
So this will be run
That
on all
we've never
minecarts
been good at.
that are currently
never-
under a line, right? Zipping?
Yeah. So this. Yeah,
Caping.
we've never been good at naming things, and we have to
No.
name so much more things in functions.
I know. I'm going to call it
Internal
zipping.
names, they're fine. Hey,
Now
sounds
that
good.
we moved to functions, we spent so much time on deciding how we call files.
I feel like it's just slowly going to digress into things like function, like
I'm under zipping.mc function right now if you want to jump to me, by the way.
Zipping that function. Click on Sparks' name and yes, it works.
yeah. So there's our solution for that. That's nice.
Okay. Shall we just put a
why-
say command in
why'd
here and
you do-
reload and see if it works?
Why'd you do that on a new line?
Because it's convention for some to make sure that lines aren't too long.
I agree.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I have this like line halfway down my editor, which is sort of
Oh,
suggesting
that just shows the middle.
it's the
You
middle.
can go past it.
Okay, I know that's. I mean, it doesn't really matter for us, and we're used to like really long MBT lines anyway, so screw it.
Yeah.
Like
I agree, Sparks. That line was kind of for me. I like.
I like
I
single
thought of
lines.
the line more or less a wall separating east from west.
oh my
Throws me
god.
That's
back-
popular
throws
that
me
a
opinion.
back
war
I like
joke?
long lines.
Throws me back to the Cold War every time.
Yeah, you remember that, don't you? The Berliner Mauer, Berlin Wall.
Oh, Misode says it's the 80 character line. You can remove it if you wish. That's nice.
The 80 character line. Right, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I've just realized that a problem I'm having with... Oh, it's not too bad. I don't notice when I haven't saved a file, but there's a little blue dot next to it. I guess I've just got to get used to that. I'm used to red dots next to things I haven't saved. If I just put say hello in...
Don't use say, use particles. Use particles.
Okay.
Particles are better.
All right. Execute as at... Oh my god. I think we just
Oh, let me-
overwrote
let
each
me-
other.
We just
Let me
Yeah.
give you my favorite particle command. Before special does. No special, you can't do
No,
that.
no, we're done. Save, upload. We're done.
Oh my god. We need to execute as the minecarts though, right? Instead of
Yeah,
just, because
it's
this
running
will-
as the minecart. So
Oh really? We
it'll
don't have to put execute
good.
as at S.
Yes. Because we're calling
no,
the
because
function
because
from Minecraft.
the minecart. What's happening is because we're going as the minecart run the function. The minecart is already running the function itself as the executor.
Awesome.
So if there's anything in here that we need to refer to the minecart, then we can just use at s. So like if we needed to check its motion again, it's at s and bt equals blah 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 whatever, and that will already be at the minecart,
Okay. So now
which is lovely.
So now if I /reload, we should see a message saying ziplines was installed. right? Hopefully.
I hope so. I haven't looked at the other functions, so
All
we'll
right.
find out.
It's reloading. Installing Ziprails.
Installing Ziprails.
Oh, I did call it Zipline somewhere. Look. Zipline's installed.
Oh, okay.
Ziprails. That's good. So the installer works.
How much is just having an existential crisis?
Yeah.
Accidental crisis.
And now if we see if a minecart will emit particles now. Nope.
Are there any errors?
Not in the...
I'll
have to check the actual
could
console.
not get pack.mc meta. What? What's that
info
Resource
for...
pack.
Okay, also, a thing I thought of while I was in the car earlier today, we should add author information to our pack.mc meta. For stuff like that.
We
like
should.
This pack made by Gamemode 4 people.
I know what's wrong. When I created the Ziprails file, I zipped up Enderman support class and then unzipped it under a different name, but left the zip, and I forgot that zips count as valid data packs. So I just need to delete esc.zip. How do I delete it? There we go. And now if we reload, although that was obviously not the problem because that had nothing to do with our pack. So no updates were found. That's fine. But we did reload. I don't see any. Couldn't load function at zipping.mc function.
Where does it say that?
I know what it is. My particle isn't called red dust anymore.
Oh.
Aha! That's why I commented it out originally. Anyway.
I guess we'll go for
fine.
your particle time special. You won this time.
Normal. At all. Save. Did you get a little pop-up that said I just saved something?
I would have, but I wasn't looking.
Okay.
I don't see any particles.
Did you re-upload it?
I reloaded it again.
Just set display,
Loaded
sidebar,
15
.team.aqua.
It doesn't have any errors. It's just not doing anything. So I guess...
One minute. I'm gonna add a thing to pulse check. I'm sorry, I'm using say command.
Apparently special.
Okay,
So here's the issue with 1.13. It's way harder to debug things because you can't look into the command block output.
Yeah. Unless we do log admin commands, but that's just ridiculous.
So pulse check is running, but...
So somewhere in that execute command...
You got rid of the Fs in the motion. Is that the problem?
Yeah, it's a double. It's a double, not a float.
Oh.
So that would make it fail. Unless we have to put a D in, but Misode said earlier that we don't.
Our test minecart here is also not moving, so that would affect it. Let's try put a new moving minecart through. Nope.
One minute. Let's just if it's supposed to be there. At e type equals minecart.
Missiles just split the command and have say commands for each part.
What? Unknown sort equal. Is sort not an option? How do you change what type of sort at each command uses?
Sort should be an option.
Sort is an option. Sort arbitrary nearest farthest, I think.
Huh. Oh, that worked. I don't know what it did. I just put it at the beginning of NBT.
Okay. They have the gm4_minecart tag, but they don't have the zipping tag. Actually, we have... I see 3 minecarts here. We didn't do spawner minecarts, did we?
They're added. There should be 6. There's 6 minecart types.
The 2 entities have GM4 minecart tag. Oh, it's because I'm only looking at minecarts, right?
We need to make sure spawner minecarts are added.
Yeah, they're added.
Mount-
If you
block
look at
minecarts
the
don't need to be.
main,
Yeah. I know what I did.
that's all 6 minecarts. Chest, hopper, furnace, spawner, unless the names changed.
No, it's because I was looking for entities that were minecarts,
Yes,
and
yes,
these are not
spawner,
minecarts.
furnace,
It's all right.
minecart.
Yeah, it found all 4.
Oh, okay, but why that? I mean, that's not. That's beside the point. I was just confusing myself,
Yeah.
basically. I'm wondering why it's not getting the tag.
The only thing that I can think is that somewhere along that execute line, it's failing. Oh, we never added the function after a run function. That's
Oh
why.
my god.
Oh,
Okay.
that's stupid.
No. Zipping. Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, you have to add the
Right.
namespace,
Yeah.
Oh,
right? Is that right? Yeah,
as
that's
well
right.
as that sports, can we change the zip lines that you mentioned somewhere to Ziprail?
That's part of the
Gamemode 4 tag. tag.
update function,
Right.
I think. Oh no, it's part of whatever runs when the install happens.
Which is init. GM4, or yeah, Ziprails init.
In it.
Yep, Ziprails. Zip lines is under announced success
Yeah.
of init.
Why can't I click on specials?
Because I was looking at well, you can't. I don't think you can click at my face.
I can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it just brings you to well, the file that I was looking at was local to my PC at the
Oh,
second,
I see.
because I had opened it in my own
that-
FTP.
Oh, that's why there's no circle around your head. No.
Yeah, I think if I'm on a file you can't see, it won't do that.
Still not working though.
Free our pig. Where's auto moderator? What have you done with him?
What have you done?
Where did it go?
Where is auto moderator?
Inside the closed gateway. There is the auto moderator. How did he get there?
Well, I will
Alright, still not working.
Yeah, we're getting distracted.
sorry, yeah, correct. We're a distractible bunch.
Yeah.
We're like kittens.
Why are there pufferfish? Where are there? Anyway, okay, stop. Special, stop being distracted. Did we see if it runs now?
Call it properly.
Where are you? Oh, over there.
If I run this, it's not emitting particles.
Somebody killed the pufferfish. Darn you.
No, they killed the pufferfish.
But it's also not
Killed
erroring.
by
Guys, focus.
them. We're not doing this very well, are we? Okay.
We could try
Well-
getting rid of the if block to see if any minecart with a motion gets it
Yeah.
and see what's.
Well,
like,
I
break it
did
down.
just test if it gonna work. Typical minecart if block.
Maybe our
Not,
block check doesn't succeed because this isn't correct.
yeah, maybe something's wrong with our block tag.
Mizo, I am reading the server log, but I only have the chat log down here because the server log has IPs in it. Plus, I missed the chat up here so much. I might actually catch it down here. I mostly read the stream chat.
Oh no, it worked. Our tag worked. So the position of the minecart is. Thing.
Oh yeah, at the moment we don't have the minecart
Oh.
teleporting to the position special.
So I guess it's
Okay,
a block up, isn't it?
I think our 0.5 was a little low.
Mm.
I think that's the
Yeah,
problem because I
we
just
don't-
ran this command in chat, and the 1 found it,
Yeah, the thing is we
but
don't
the
teleport
0.5
them-
did not.
we don't pull our minecart up to this position yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe a higher number. Oh,
Can we we could just implement the teleporting to this position right now. How are we gonna do that? Just one initial teleport, I guess? Because teleporting keeps motion, right?
But we have to execute on everything outside of that function then.
Huh. If we... So let's say the minecart... I see.
Because the height will change. So we have... It will be in a different place when it starts to when it's running.
Yeah. There should be a way that the block check it matches the two. But
can we just snap to a block? Because even though we teleport the minecart up later, if we just snap our execution to this block and look for one block higher.
where is the minecart's execution point? Where does it run the function from?
I think
From the
bottom.
eyes, right?
It doesn't have eyes.
But it has a blue line if you F3B. I would assume it runs from there.
That's its face. But I mean, a player runs commands from its feet, unless you change that.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure it runs from its feet as well, special, because the minecart triggers the tripwire if it's in this position. That's like 0.36 up. And the minecart is like 0.6 block tall. So
Our what used to be scoreboard tags, capital case.
yeah, can't we just? Isn't there like a line feature for execute?
Yeah, there is.
That locks it to a block though, so that's not really.
Yeah, but if we...
He's saying we can lock it to the block and then check, and it'll be, regardless of what height the minecart is, it'll always check the same point above it.
The thing is, because if we teleport the minecart to this height later in the Minecraft chat, the minecart will still be in this blue glass block. So if we snap it to this glass block and look for one block above, it will be the tripwire hook or the string for sure. No matter whether the minecart is still down or already in position.
I think we don't have to. So okay, if you go into the cobblestone block in spectator mode below it, you can see there's a little end rod particle below the minecart. That is where the minecart runs commands from. I'm just running a particle command as it.
Okay.
So it's like right at the bottom of the cart. So even if so right now one block above it, I'm just gonna add this. So one block above where the cart's executing it is where that particle is right now. So even if we were to move the cart that 0.3 blocks upwards, that point would still be inside the tripwire hook. So we shouldn't have to align it, right?
Yeah, so let's
what you're saying is instead of 0.5, we try 0.3?
0.1.
No, just a full 1. Yeah, test a whole 1 above it.
Okay.
And it should just always catch it.
I've reloaded.
Oh, and the particle's going to be inside
there is a block in the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move that particle that we're testing.
Still doesn't seem to be giving off a particle. You know there's a button.
Maybe we should just...
Why is the clock tick scoreboard up?
Oh, that was just to see if it was working.
Okay. We have an... Oh, that's not an error. That's just Minecraft being Minecraft. There's no errors currently.
Maybe try 1.1, because that should also work, just in case.
Okay.
I did add a say message, but...
Huh.
Shall we try... Is it this attached equals true thing? Is that not allowed? Should we just try removing that and see if it works?
Well, I just want to check one more. I just see if it. From just chat.
Maybe the stream chat knows.
It does. Oh yeah, it worked for me. I'm standing inside the tripwire hook and I run this. So that part is correct. As everything, the minecart. Maybe it's the motion that's freaking it out. Let's try getting rid of that NBT bit. Just as a test.
Yeah.
Stream chat doesn't know.
So now I should immediately run on this without being pushed.
Are we reloading everything correctly?
Up, there it
Yeah,
goes.
good.
Oh, there we go.
So
What
the
changed?
NBT was throwing it off.
Okay, I guess we can't do a not check on MBT. Although I'm
I know
kinda
you can, just something's... Maybe it's not a full-on 0.
Ooh.
Like maybe the motion, maybe when it stops, it still has like a minuscule amount of motion left over.
That's possible, yeah.
Just motorcycles tonight. Come on, it's 11 p.m.
It's got D on the end. If you look at it in the inspector, try putting a D on the end of the motion. Although you... Oh!
Okay.
Yeah, although you kind of expect it to always succeed instead of always fail.
Oh, yeah, because we are doing not. Can you even do a not check on MBT? Does stream chat know?
You can now. Because it's in, yeah, Misode says you can, and Misode is far more knowledgeable about this stuff than me.
Motion, there is a space after the colon in motion, but I don't know if that's going to matter. It shouldn't, right? Like the
Yeah, I think
output
so.
looks like this. Oop, like this. But the D might have been what was causing the problem? I don't know.
Let's just try it.
Well, the particle stopped. Oh, I guess it's not moving though, so... Who got rid of the button?
No one, there's still a button there. Just looking at us.
Oh.
The wrong...
I got turned around. That's not looking good still.
Maybe we should turn off these temporary commands for now.
They were on?
Yes.
Oh. Then why did it stop here? Because this is it's not a valid cross thing.
I don't know why it stopped there.
Okay. Either way, this is not good.
I'm gonna try putting a minecart on just a little circle track and see if it...
Somebody...
It didn't find
Little
this
Man-
moving minecart.
Little Man says, I know there's a bit of motion for it, falling all the time. Even when it's completely still.
Yeah, when I inspected
I mean, we
it
did
was
just-
fine though. Oh my god.
What is this?
I keep forgetting to save command blocks when I exit them. Oh! Lava turns concrete powder into concrete.
What? That's a bug.
That's definitely a bug.
Interesting.
Also, if I run this command, it finds them.
That finds the ones without motion.
Yep.
Do they never have motion when they're on a minecart because it's a minecart and minecarts are weird? Oh, that
That
puffed
might be
then.
the case.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
That puffed briefly.
Yeah.
I think it's when it's...
Okay, it's falling has motion. Okay, so come over here, Sparks, right? And Blue, see the minecart on the track over here?
Mhm.
If you inspect its motion... oh, actually, I need to make sure I'm getting the right one. Oh, never mind, I lied. I was just using the wrong sort. This one does have...
I think it has might have a motion of 0 when it's on a rail.
So this one's on a rail,
But
and it has a motion of like negative point something.
Now if I run this, it doesn't give me special minecart that's running.
Well, yeah, because remember you have to add the sort. You have to add the sort equals nearest limit equals 1
Why
to get
do
the
I?
closest one now.
Yeah,
So
but
I was running.
But this should just list all of them, right?
That's so weird.
Say, yeah. Wait, I think did you add the D's to it?
No, I didn't, but it worked without the D's when I ran it without the not. So if I check for the motion of 0, it gives me those with a motion of 0. But if I add the not to the MBT, it doesn't give me anything.
Maybe it's like doesn't have the motion all the time.
Maybe it's a bug.
This is so weird. Like, we could pull the X and the Z into a scoreboard and compare, but I worry that's going to be less, like, more performance intensive than the saving. The thing is, it does it over here, but it doesn't work over here.
Do it over here.
It doesn't work over here.
Did we do a directional thing? It also works in this direction, but it just doesn't work in the X direction.
Nope, doesn't work. Doesn't work on this line.
But it works on this line.
What? What? I mean...
It's just super weird. Maybe it's this cross section.
No, I already tried removing that. Oh, I guess, yeah, I haven't tried removing it in that direction.
Maybe
Yeah,
we should just abandon checking for motion.
Oh, but it doesn't work if I launch it from over here. Oh, you got it in the way. Then it doesn't work.
Special. Check this out.
I saw it.
So, I removed the cross section here, the intersection here, so it's just a single tripwire going through, and it works. Now if I put the intersection back, which doesn't alter the tags of all these, and try it again. Try it again.
Being the operative word.
Now it works. What?
It still works. No. The difference is not the intersection. It's where the minecart comes from. If you do it from over here, it doesn't work. If you do it from here, it does. I wonder if is it only being triggered by the tripwire and it's passing the tripwire too fast? But no, that can't be right.
I'm thinking we should just abandon the motion check. Because this, I think motion seems a little bugged out.
I think we've avoided using motion in the past, right? Because of
Yeah,
problems with motion.
I think we just didn't like it. But
Commands again. Sparks, tap back to the commands.
I am over on the commands.
which is crazy.
Alright, let's abandon the motion check then.
Yeah, no more motion.
Okay, so I guess we're just checking all minecarts every once a tick for a tripwire hook or anything above them. Is that bad?
That should be fine.
I guess
If
we're
we
using
wanted
if
to-
block, which is quite helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well-
it won't be running at 20 hertz if they're just not in the Ziprail. I mean,
Will this only be running?
you can't really.
This will only run on minecarts that are under a Ziprail block, right? Under a cable.
It will be running.
This part will
Can you
only...
see, I can see where you highlight. So it'll run up to. It'll run as everything. If there's a block, it'll run to this check and then
Yeah.
stop. because if it's not a block, it'll stop.
But in zipping, this is being run as it will be run once per entity that succeeded, right?
Yes.
But only on the entities that succeeded.
Yes.
Okay.
So because at the start it goes as every entity, that branches it off. So everything tagged with the minecart tags, everything that's a minecart, then runs, then checks the block at themselves, and then anyone that succeeds that runs this function for themselves.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Let's move on. So the next thing they need to do, I guess, is determine which direction they're supposed to move. So
let's first test this.
Oh, I have.
Without the entity.
I have. It's already. I've already reloaded. I already saved and reloaded. It's fine.
Alright, great. Cover minecart.
Oh, just pushing the button summons a minecart. Lovely.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Is that
I
summoning?
love that particle, by the way.
That's summoning 10. We can at least make it 1.
No. You need more than 1.
Alright.
Although it is on 20 hertz. You're right. I made it smaller to make it less pretty.
Okay.
Oh, I just took a hot bath.
You did. Okay, so I guess the next thing is to tell when a minecart... So under zipping, I guess the first thing we do is remove the tag. No, I guess we don't even need to tag them because they're being checked every tick, right? Anyway.
Where you at?
Do we need to create a new docking function? So under zipping, we need to do like an if block and then just check for the hook.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
to, right? Yeah.
Do we need a full function for that? Because wouldn't that just be
Well,
a
because
tag?
then everything in the function to do with docking, like checking which direction the minecart should be moving in, will only be run on the minecarts that are under a hook.
Oh, okay, because we do have to check directions and stuff.
Yeah, so it would
Yeah.
execute as...
At S.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh, no, we don't even need to do that.
So it's already at themselves.
Yeah,
Okay.
so... But how do we do if? So execute if block. This? Is it still 1 above?
No, because the at location is... You can change it already. Okay, so the function is being run... Oh yeah, sorry, yes, 1 above, you're right.
Okay.
Because the function is being run at the location from the function running command. It's running at themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it is at itself already. Yes. I think at the start of this, of all of our branched functions, we should add a little what is at S.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Otherwise,
Yeah.
this is going to get confusing. Execute if block tripwire hook attached equals 2. True. Run function zip rails dock, I guess I'll call it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so I guess I'll add that as well. Oops. Doc.mc function. So you can jump to me to load that. Did you just... You need to undock from my cursor. Minecart. Oh my god!
Ah!
Go down.
I made 2
Minecarts
enters.
Under attached trip wire hooks. I'm going to put this above. This function docks minecarts under hooks to... Do you think notes are a good idea? It's not going to increase the
Probably.
file size much.
It's a
No.
good idea.
Yeah.
Please do it.
This function docks minecarts under hooks to assign them.
I will fix the typos as you go along, don't worry.
Yeah, a zip line movement direction. Okay. So we want to dock them. So I guess we need to check what hook is above them. Like, we already know it's attached because we checked that
Yep.
before, but we need to check the facing, I guess.
Yeah, we need
and
to check
then
the facing. And
do we tag them or do we give them a score?
I guess we'll have 3 different tags for the 3 directions. For 4 different tags for 4 directions.
Okay. Is it? Yeah, I guess we can do that. Yeah. So
we could use a scoreboard, but
I don't think we need to. We're not.
yeah,
There's only 4 values. It's probably
only
fine.
4 values.
We can't. Can we read the facing as a number? Straight
No,
to a scoreboard?
because
We
it's
can't.
block tags are all strings. Like if you look at it,
that's annoying.
I mean, you couldn't have written that into a scoreboard anyway, but
What's going on in the chat? Maybe the minecart is going too fast and can't detect the zip line. Checking the MBT can be more costly than checking a block. That's could be true. I
Yeah.
suppose it has to like expand and read
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
If only we had a way to mess with
I've been-
strings, we could just copy this facing string into our scoreboard tag.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to-
everyone in the Minecraft commands Reddit wants string manipulation.
Oh yeah. I have a feeling it's like so different from the way it's currently built that it would require a lot of rewriting.
Mm-hmm.
Execute if block is tripwire. I guess we still have to check it's tripwire hook again, don't we? Which is but then we do facing equals north.
I wonder. Wait, does Control D work in this?
Wait, do we?
No.
Yeah, we do. We can't just do /tag, can we? Because we can't put a block check into the /tag command.
Can we?
There's an entity selector, but I don't know if there's a block checker. It's tag. It's tag, entity selector, add or remove, and then the tag. So I guess we have to do it this way. Do we need to we need to remove these rotations? That's the problem with tags. They're not going to be removed. So we need to remove all 4.
Although, is it gonna not? Oh, because they're not gonna overwrite. You're right.
Oh.
Because they can have more than one tag, whereas a score is a single number.
Maybe we could switch to a scoreboard. Yeah, because then it can only have 1, right? But on the other hand, it will never have to, will it?
Well, no, it will if we don't remove them properly.
Yeah, it'll have more than one.
I guess it'll just have to be
unless we
part
don't
of
remove
whatever
them.
we do to detect a detach.
Detache.
Oh my god,
Well,
why do speech
detecting a
marks keep appearing there?
Detecting a detach will be as easy as if you aren't under a zipline block anymore.
Good point. Yeah, Misode says data merge entity like overwriting all the tags, but I don't know if that's too dangerous for not allowing things with other modules in case
Yes, it is.
cart has another tag from something.
Interestingly, because if you read a string into a scoreboard, you get the length of the string. If we just cared about north, south, or east, west, we would get a different number.
That is a good point.
It is.
Rail north.
Zipping north. I suppose, you know what? The tag is irrelevant if it's not on a line, right? So we might as well, like this, and this function only runs if they're under a rail, so we might as well just remove them right here.
Before it starts. So every time it attaches to a new line, it gets the new one.
Like this. Because it can keep its old direction after it's left the rail, it doesn't matter until it connects to a new one and then it needs to be updated. Also, the urge to add semicolons at the end of all these lines is crazy.
Yeah,
it is. Also, careful of tab complete in this.
Yeah.
It seems like tab complete since we're using GM4 everywhere, it likes to do things. Also, question: should we switch from going GM4 to GM4? Because all the function stuff, like
is all lowercase.
Everything. Everything's lowercase forced, but scoreboard tags, which I'm still gonna call them scoreboard tags, are capital sensitive. So should we shift to everything lowercase like this, just for consistency? I mean,
well,
it's
if we
not as
just
pretty,
switch to
but
everything lowercase, we don't have to worry about uppercase at all anymore.
yeah. It's not, maybe we
Because
should just do that then.
we've also switched from camel case to underscore case, right?
Yes.
I think so.
I think we should. I think we should switch to completely lowercase with underscores. It's neater and it's more consistent because functions have to have that format. Or they don't have
Right,
to,
let's
but
do that
I'm
then.
worried that if we don't, then they will change it and it'll break. Finished Earthbound. Can Bluefire read this?
I can read this. I think.
The game mode 4 base has capital letters everywhere.
We're going to have to change the base, but that's okay because
Okay,
this is
so
kind
we'll-
of part of the development process, right?
Yeah, so I'll leave those, but the minecart tag has now been switched to lowercase.
Under pulse check. Oh, no, under main.
Yeah, there we go.
Mm-hmm. So
Bam, what?
what's the, like, Control D in Notepad++ copies the line. What is on this?
Control Shift D is this. Although you can change it. If you do Control Alt P. Is it Control Alt P or Control Shift P? Give me a sec. Control Alt P bring no.
It's all right.
Just
I'll survive.
It's not something P, and then you can search all the shortcuts.
Something P.
Yeah. Yes. Control Shift P brings up a little search menu, and I just typed in duplicate, and it found the shortcut, which is, yeah.
Control Alt P. It doesn't work for me because that's a different.
No,
keyboard.
Control Alt P is their project. Control P is Control Shift P.
Control Shift P.
Yes.
Wow, whatever. Yes,
Adam basically
P.
told me when I reinstalled it today to if you ever need to find a shortcut, if there's any shortcut to remember Control something P. And I forgot.
Yes, Gio, I can read this. You finished Earthbound. I guess that's from you. Tell us all about it. I guess. Mizzo is just way more competent in this stuff, right?
I mean, he's been doing his Skymode 4 in 1.13 commands since one of the earlier snapshots. So, yeah. He's got all that down. If you guys haven't seen his Skymode 4 thing, you should check it out. It is pretty awesome.
So now the question is, do we assign them another scoreboard saying that they are docked when we give them a direction? Or do we just execute on all and then just have like 4 tags in the entity selector?
Well, we could add another tag now saying they are docked, but it will make things even more complicated. Can we do OR check for tags special?
Not that I'm aware of.
We do need a way of checking that they are docked, because otherwise, once they've ridden a rail once, they can just drop onto any piece of string. We need a way of removing the dock property, even if the direction isn't important.
So even just like, I have to undo my urge to capitalize GM4.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird.
So like that.
But do we have?
So if we add that here, right, and then when we remove it, when we undock it later, just remove dock.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, there's gonna be a
Am
lot
I
of
thinking
work
through
there.
this right?
Yep, you are.
Yeah, we'll just have to make sure that we have a check that removes it. And then after that, so
Initially, once a minecart hits a string, we should, before we start applying the motion to keep it in the air, we need to teleport it once to that number I wrote under the main function. Not
You can
main.
do that when it's docking.
Yeah, when it's docking, right?
Oh, also, before we run to this dock thing, we should make sure that it only runs dock once, so that it only teleports like that once. So,
Yep.
so that then execute if entity at s tag equals not gm4 docked. Yeah, okay.
So I'm just adding
Also,
the different.
I'd just like to point out that when something is docked, it usually means it's not moving, but well.
Yeah.
This would be like hooked or something, but too late now. We're good.
Well, we can still change it.
Oh, it's only called dock like twice. Oh, on the phone.
Let's change it to hook then.
Is there a better word? Attached, grabbed, hooked.
I guess attached would be the most.
What's it called when you're
descriptive.
hanging onto like a zip line?
Hanging. Hanging.
Yeah,
I guess
Hanging
attached
sounds
or
like
hanging
it's-
then.
linked.
Hanging sounds like
Linked.
it's coming
Ooh,
together.
linked sounds good.
I think that seems good because you're linked
Linked.
onto some rope. Okay, so Sparks, rename the function, and we can change the content.
Okay. I will doc.mc function. I will rename.
I changed
What do we say?
content
Linked.
of document.
Linked or link? It's link, right? Because it's linking.
Yeah.
Link.
Link.
Yes.
Okay, it's now called
So the
link.mc function.
tag would
The tag is linked.
tag would be linked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. It live told me that, or
Yeah.
it didn't have to close. It didn't think. Usually, a lot of text editors, if you rename something, it thinks the file has disappeared. But Adam seems to have just been smart enough to go, "You renamed it. Thank you, Adam."
Nice.
Okay.
East. Positive X is east. Okay.
I can never remember which way.
I had to look it up.
Be honest.
Can we change these to say instead of north, south, east, and west, say positive X, negative X?
No.
All right.
We're already
well-
referencing the hooks by compass point.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Oh.
the hooks are saved in compass point.
And
All
yeah.
right. I will be sad then.
Memorize our directions. The sun sets in the negative X, so the sun rises in the positive X. Okay. So the
only this version
sun
of
is the
Minecraft,
most important thing.
It
I'm
used
trying to come up with a mnemonic.
When I first started playing Minecraft, the sun rose in the north,
Yeah,
and then they
same
changed.
here.
I built a house that overlooked the sunrise, and then they changed it,
That's exactly what I did, Sparks.
and I'm still
I built a
salty.
house. I built a thing on top of a hill to watch the sunrise, and then they moved to the sunrise. But that's just because not so that the sun rose in the north.
When I started playing, I lived in a ravine underground, so there was no sunrise and sunset for me.
That's a
You
sad
were just
story,
one
man.
depressed boy.
We were privileged, Special Builder. We had a sky to look at, sun or no sun. I take back everything I've complained about, because I've just realised that there are worse things in this world.
What, blue fire?
Eventually, I built like a giant tower.
Uh-huh. Tried to reach the sun that you'd heard so much about. The sun you never had. Who keeps adding a new line on the end of this thing?
That's you probably me.
Okay.
It's just habit because I'm preparing for the next thought.
Okay, fair enough. So at this point, we should be able to link any
how we
minecart
tell-
to a rail and have it to a string and have it move, right?
The only thing we're missing is the teleport in the link command. So let's just add that.
Well, while you add that, I'm just going to test if this works.
Blue. I don't know the number. Oh, there it is.
Kind of.
TP or I'm gonna start using teleport so I remember that the functionality's changed.
Oh, you know what? This minecart is reaching.
What is it doing
This
here?
okay. This minecart is reaching this hook, and the hook counts as it being on a line, but it already has the thing telling it to go in the other direction. I think. Although it should be under a hook, so that should cause it to just go. Nope, I'm going to change
I think
that.
the issue is that the minecart is weird when it's turning, because it's on 2 blocks at the same time.
Oh, I know what I. Oh, come on, Blue. I keep placing a minecart cart and then pushing the button that summons a minecart.
The number we need is in the link function.
I think.
Yeah, I did that,
it.
but something's somehow that broke it.
There's not even
It
an
popped
error
up too far
in the console.
I think it just teleports up too far.
Right.
Can we change that 0.1 to just a 0.0?
Yeah.
Okay, I changed that.
I still see
Okay.
0.1.
Uh,
Oh, I see. Here.
do we also need to check in the current block?
It might teleport it up multiple times because it's going to be
It should only do it
inside
once.
that hook once.
If it does it multiple
'Cause-
times, that's bad.
You want to do teleport at
'Cause-
S tag not equals GM4 linked, right?
Yeah,
'Cause it's gonna be inside
'cause
the
that
hook
way it
for a
only links it
while.
once. Because it should only link it once. So like, I just want to
No, I mean right here, you want to only teleport if it doesn't have the linked tag yet, and then add the
yeah,
linked
but
tag.
in the zipping function, it only runs that function if I added the thing earlier. If you have it highlighted.
Oh,
you
if it's
jump to
not
me.
linked, it'll run. Okay, makes sense.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Although we just have
teleport
to.
or Minecraft
It
in
might
the
be weird because we haven't got the unlinking system. Maybe.
Well, we're using a fresh minecart each time.
You're right.
Blue, this doesn't have a movement tag. It doesn't know which way it's supposed to go.
Yeah, I know. I
Okay.
was just testing stuff.
I added a say. Interesting.
Doesn't it even try to? Huh. Also, Wizard,
Doesn't-
here's a little
Okay.
bit for your syntax highlighter. For me, it's kind of confusing that text is red. I kind of feel like it's wrong. I feel like
So
the syntax
something's
highlighter
weird.
is trying to tell me that something's wrong with the syntax.
All right. So Oh. Okay. It said it could load something. Apparently okay. So it's weird that it's teleporting up, but it also couldn't load this function.
Oh.
Oh, maybe the plus is throwing it off.
Oh, possibly, yeah. Nope.
Did it still throw an error? No, it didn't.
Uh,
Okay, so it's teleporting it up, right? But it doesn't get to this say hi that I added. Like, it doesn't run that,
But why doesn't it?
which is confusing. Like, why does it teleport but not say hi? Unless that jump is not the teleport.
Wait,
But I
does
think it has to be, right?
Does it do the stuff down here?
I don't know.
Oh, it says incorrect argument for command teleport at S
Where?
in the console.
Not since the last reload, though.
Oh,
Right?
Okay. Yeah. So
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. Couldn't load. Sorry, my timestamps are incorrect. Incorrect argument for command at position 12. Teleport at S here. Do I have double space?
No. Do you want to use TP?
TP and
Or-
teleport are the same command now.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, they are.
They've been merged. Just keep that in mind.
well-
So don't go TP at E one block to the left, because that will teleport everything one block to your left.
It's really
feel
annoying.
the hard way. Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that command though. Does it not like the insane amount of decimal places?
Oh, there's a double space there. No, there isn't.
There is?
Is there? No, there isn't.
Was there?
I'm really confused
know.
now.
Let's
Wait,
try
what's
reloading.
wrong now? 1, 2. Let me just rewrite this. Add S.
Well,
No double space.
Okay, so this time it seemed to work fine, right?
yeah.
Yeah, no errors this time. So why isn't it saying bloody hi?
Yeah,
It's saying
goes.
hi.
Oh, what?
What?
It just worked. There was no problem that time.
It really hates this corner. I guess it can't.
Because we don't have an
Yeah, because
we don't have the undock
yeah,
system.
no undock.
Also, we need to teleport it slightly higher, apparently.
Slightly higher?
Yeah, it's not triggering it, I think. Let me just...
No,
You're
that's
triggering
not
me.
triggering the hook. Well, when there's a player in it, I mean, okay, that was a
Even do
given,
without
Sparks, but okay.
Sorry.
What?
We
Wait.
didn't change anything.
Also, what's up with this hitbox when it's over here?
I can't destroy it. There we go.
Yeah, turn on F3 and B.
I think
look
that
at
it's.
the tick box.
I think that it's still up there. It's just visually dropped.
Yep, it is.
Hmm.
Look at
So
the hitbox. Like,
Yeah.
So the
F3 and B.
aligning to rails might not be entirely.
It might
Like-
be visually
What?
aligning to the rail.
Why didn't it work that one weird time?
Also, let me change the teleporty thing a bit.
Teleporty boy.
I'm getting.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting actually like so annoyed by that little like bouncing back and forth thing. It's like it's kind of like OCD for some reason. I don't know what it is about it. It's really bugging me to just.
You were
see-
so annoyed that you lit yourself on fire.
Yeah. Serves me right, right? Beautiful.
Don't do it. You have so much to live for, Cart.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently my number is wrong, but ignoring that should work.
Isn't a minecart on a rail slightly higher than a minecart not on a
But
rail?
it shouldn't change it, should it? Because if it's higher, then it should hit the string.
No, but when you checked the height, you tested a minecart from a block.
I did,
When I
but
think a minecart on a
if it's
rail,
high- if
slightly
it's higher
higher.
on the rail, then it will hit the string for sure, right?
Oh, I guess you're right.
Does it even
you
reload the
mind-
function? If I save and do reload, or does Sparks have to do it?
You can do it.
You should be able to save and reload.
You
Yeah,
can do
really.
it. Do minecarts on their own triggered? Tripwires. They do, yeah, okay. Sparks is just having great fun. Like that time it didn't work. Why?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to reload it for me, because it should teleport one block up now, but it doesn't.
Well,
Did you save?
did you edit link function?
I added a link, yeah.
It still says 0.4 blah 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 for me.
Yeah, I changed it to 0.4. It used to be 0.3.
Okay.
0.3.
Do you want me to save?
Yeah, save and reload, please.
Okay, reloaded.
See, it doesn't change. If you change it to 1.4 instead. Save. And reload. Because now it should teleport a block higher, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's hitting the stair?
But it's teleporting.
This isn't bedrock.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be stopped by the stair.
Hi. Oh, that's stream
Re-
chat.
Change the same message to see whether it's actually being updated.
Execute a line. Y run. For to be against enough to the grid only Y execute to with decimal number to cancel the gravity. Oh, the weird decimal, it's just for making it so that the minecart just triggers the string.
Yeah.
But I think aligning it would still be the nicer way to go, right?
So, yeah, I can see where that would be. Good idea.
Apparently lava is like water. The vanilla data pack gives it the texture and the lava fog effect. Huh.
It's super
Yeah,
weird
which is
and-
why I believe you can swim in lava.
Blue, have you tried changing the say command to see whether it...
Nope.
Okay, I've changed it to hi. Hi.
He. If we learned anything from the we, that says we. That says he. Sorry.
So, okay, so the
Execute
data pack
a line.
is saving. The problem is with minecarts being on rail. Oh, you know what? You can't teleport minecarts that are on rails.
But
Yeah.
this is clearly teleporting. This is clearly being teleported.
Maybe you can teleport it within a certain range of like 1 block.
Okay, I'm gonna do a thing.
Oh, it's so hard to select an entity now.
You know what? I'm not sure it is being teleported at all. If you look at the top of its hitbox as it goes onto the thing, well, now you've ruined it, but the top of the hitbox doesn't actually move. It's just the
Wait.
visual representation of the minecart that changes.
But it... You see, it should... What the hell? The minecarts from this command block are different than normal minecarts.
It's
Take a
probably
look at
because I'm
these.
summoning it at a certain coordinate with the summon command. But I don't think that it's actually changing height at all. I think the teleport command's failing because it's on a rail when you try to teleport it.
Is that true? Can't we teleport them?
Yeah, just put one on a rail over here and try moving it. You can't teleport them when they're on a rail. Or at least I don't think you can. Maybe you should be able to, but I feel like
I think you can.
I've had problems trying to make minecarts move. Like, we had that problem with vertical rails. Do you remember we were trying to decide whether it should be a rail and then a ladder 1 block above, like a ladder here?
Yeah.
And it didn't work, so we had to change it so the ladder was down there and the rail stopped here. Because we couldn't...
Well,
we couldn't... Oh, it's motion. You can't use motion tags on
Yeah.
entities that are... minecarts that are on rails.
They just snap back when they are close. So that's message. Yeah, we can just teleport them a bit later once they leave the rail.
Hmm. Do we... With our new setup, do we need a rail here? I guess we do. I thought that they might be alright
Okay.
because the hook counts
So-
as a rail.
So this scoreboard that you can see now shows the y coordinate of the minecart
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
with 2 degrees of precision. So the 900 is actually 9. So you should be able to see its actual coordinates as it goes along to see if it
Yeah.
actually teleports, which it does not appear to actually be teleporting.
What does it do there, though? Why does it fall down sometimes?
Okay, question. If we just place a minecart down here, can you teleport it?
Okay, so let's...
I guess it's just being moved by the hook.
As... What have you done?
Oh, this is a beauty.
Yeah, so put a minecart on a rail and just try using /teleport.
I got
Can
it
somebody
over
do
here.
that? Because I can't do it.
Yep.
Why can't you do that?
I don't know how to select entities.
Okay, here. I'll show you how to. I'll kind of run you through it. So because the teleport command has changed, we're execute at the minecart sort equals nearest limit equals 1 to run teleport itself.
You still teleported it to you.
Of course, because I have to run at.
Wizard said it snaps back if it's close.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So this says it teleported it up a block, but it did not.
Interesting.
So what if you teleport it higher?
Could we?
I think the snapping back behavior is interfering with the teleport. Like we'll have to teleport it more than once.
You know, if block for execute.
Yep.
That can check, like, it doesn't snap, it's like relative to the minecart, it can be, right? So
yes.
Can we use could we just do a block detect on the minecart and slowly teleport it up whenever it's on a rail until it detects that there isn't a string above it anymore, or at that point, so it'll kind of slowly rise as it's moving along the line, and then...
Well, we could also just teleport it once it's left the initial rail.
But how do we know that it's left
if it's not in a rail anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without doing an extra check, because we have this beautiful thing where we only have to check it when it's under a hook.
Yeah, well, I guess if it's not on a rail and hooked, it should teleport itself to the position.
Hmm.
Because if somebody decides to put a rail under this, some reason, it will stick to the rail, right?
Yeah.
Interestingly, it still moves.
Let's do that then. So if it is hooked and there's no rail in its block, then teleport it to its position.
Would that make it go up and up and up and up?
If we snap it to the Y, no.
Oh, that's a good point. It wouldn't continue to go up if we did snap it to the Y, because we have that capability
I already
now.
added that snapping part.
Yeah, but if we move the teleport out of the link and into the zipping function, maybe it would just, because it would snap to the rail as long as Minecraft, did its automatic snapping to the rail. But as soon as that stopped, the zipping function would teleport it to the right height.
Yep.
Right.
Let's do that then.
I think.
Yeah. I think.
Let's just try. This is already on.
Do we want it to be
parts of
1
themselves.
point
Okay.
though? Is that split still right?
That was just a test to see if it goes
That
up
was
that
just
far.
tested.
Yeah.
You can remove to 1 point.
So it should be just point.
3.
Okay. Hey Hoodie, we have this problem where we were trying to teleport minecarts, but if the teleport leaves them too close to the rail they were on before, it just like snaps them back, it yanks them back onto the rail. But we think we've cracked it. Have we reloaded?
It was a tough nut to crack.
Shall I reload?
Also,
Sure.
welcome to the stream, Hoodie.
Shall I reload?
Yes,
I will
do.
reload.
Well, it still didn't trigger the thing, but
Did the teleport?
The
though?
minecart linked has replaced high, by the way.
oh, okay, gotcha.
What?
Well, that was confusing. 1 minute, is there any tags on it? Not scoreboard anymore.
Is it moving too fast?
What do you mean there's no... Oh. Confused? It got the linked tag. Or no, it didn't get the linked tag, sorry.
Is it because I was in it?
I don't know.
Don't think so.
What? That was fine. Please don't be inconsistent. I would like a longer test line so it's easier to see what's going on before.
We have a
Rail
longer
line.
test line.
Over here?
Over here.
Okay. My head is sort of above it, a little bit, but not really. I could
I'm not
still
sure
punch
whether-
it, but I can...
Does this direction work already?
Yes, we have all the directions, I think. But, like, if I'm... It seems to have me at a sensible height, because when I punch, unless I'm looking down at the line, I can punch without destroying the line.
Yeah, but it didn't teleport, did it?
Wait, can you teleport minecarts with players in them?
Well,
Or
to be
was that
fair,
a thing that you can't do?
To be fair, for the players, it doesn't really matter.
I think it would leave
What?
the entity inside the minecart behind if you teleport the minecart.
Mizard says, yes, you can. Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay.
Also,
But the
it wouldn't
horses,
be a
it
problem.
doesn't, right?
We only do the teleporting to make it so that the zip lines get powered when there's a minecart traveling without a player. So even if teleporting with player wouldn't work, it wouldn't matter. Can we add a say command to the teleport?
If it's already. Yeah.
Teleporting
Well, that's
minecart.
lovely.
It's teleporting minecart.
Well, there's one over here under a string.
But it shouldn't, because there's a rail beneath, so this one shouldn't be.
Well, it is. Quite emphatically.
Well, there's no check whether it's on a rail or not.
No.
Oh, we need to add it then.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. So,
But that shouldn't be stopping it from rising once it leaves the rail, which it doesn't seem to be doing.
We need a rail. Hashtag rails.
I think that's a default. I hope that's a default.
Yeah, it's a default. Minecraft column rails. Do I need the Minecraft?
Yes.
Well, we've only been doing this for 2 hours. We're
Oh,
close
goodness.
though. We're nearly done, I think.
We've written like 15 to 20 lines of Minecraft command.
Well, it's a pretty simple module to be fair, but apparently it takes us a long time.
Well, if we didn't care about the whole aligning thing, we'd be done now, wouldn't we?
Yeah, but the aligning
Oh,
thing
and
is-
the undocking. We need to let them undock as well.
Wait, why does it still... Oh yeah, because say isn't conditional.
That's correct.
Execute unless block. I apologize for the cost. Alright, reload. Lines of code before lines of Coca-Cola.
Well,
Well,
I don't know if I'd want to be
it's-
doing lines of Coca-Cola.
How do we know whether it's actually being teleported? Does the teleport command fail, maybe?
It seems to be unable to. I think we might have broken something.
There's an error. Whilst
Illegal
pausing command on line
argument.
7.
Position. Incorrect argument for command at position 44. Minecraft Rails.
There's another weird double space. Oh, that did a thing.
What did you do?
I just swapped things on accident.
What's the issue here? Mizard, help us.
Illegal argument.
FBI, open up.
Oh, incorrect argument, sorry. For command at position 44. Minecraft Rails.
We forgot round apparently.
That is correct.
Oh. That's interesting because it told us the error was just after Rails, so it's not perfect, but I guess...
Which it is. It is right after Rails. It should have said run.
Oh right, I was looking
'Cause
at
it was
line
saying
7.
the illegal argument was that it said say
Yeah,
right
okay.
after
I was
Rails.
looking at
Yeah,
line
but
7.
didn't it say line 7?
It.
Yeah, line 7.
Yeah, line 7.
44.
Oh, that is indeed stupid. Thank you, Miss Ode, for pointing that out. The log starts at 0.
Oh, that's stupid.
Oh.
Also,
Oh.
that brings up a good question. Why do text editors not start at 0?
It is a good question.
It's a good question.
You saved that, right? The change?
Think so?
Oh, it went up! Oh, wait, no, did it?
It's a bit too
It's a
high, I
visual
think, but
thing.
it went up. No,
Well,
it
that's
went
because
up.
our number is still too high.
Oh, then let's try something less.
Also, why is it saying
Where's the
teleport
top
so
of this
much?
number? I will just turn this number down now. Maybe 0.2.
Do you mind if I remove the...
Yeah, you can
say.
remove the say.
I feel like I'm moving a lot slower than I was.
It's just you ate too much cake, sports.
Am I?
Teleport... Does teleport cancel motion?
Or am I being teleported just above the string, thus not counting me as in the string, thus stopping my motion command, thus dropping me, and then in the next tick? So am I getting like half speed because of that?
Can we make sure it only teleports once special? Because teleporting every time seems a bit unnecessary.
My minecart is so skewed as well.
Check your Y level.
I don't know how to do that. Unless we add a second tag to it.
And let's add a second tag to it.
What's the point of raising it into the cable again?
So people don't punch it.
I've forgotten at
No.
this point.
So that we can, so line powers when there's a minecart even without a player in it, which is important.
Okay.
Because then you can build like cool TNT minecart contraptions that bomb players. But let's raise it higher then. 0.25 isn't enough. 0.28.
What's the point of the upwards motion in the data merge?
To stop it falling. Otherwise it kind of just
can't-
glides downwards.
What?
Could that be interfering with it? Some shortcut that doesn't not a.
You just
I
cut
think
out
my
there.
number is still correct.
My internet might also be. Oh, we haven't heard from the host in a while. Once your host is back online, they can share. Apparently, my internet did a thing.
Oh yeah, you're gone. You're not. There you go. You're back in the
Hi.
portal now.
Welcome,
Were you editing a local cache?
special builder here. No, I was not.
Okay.
I don't know what I did. I'm guessing that my internet blipped, and Adam went, "Hey, we haven't heard from the host in a couple milliseconds, therefore it must be closed."
Oh, apparently the stream ended for a moment as well.
Oh, so maybe it wasn't my internet.
Oh,
Mwahahaha.
maybe it was sports.
Is it definitely being teleported up now?
Yes, it is, unless it falls down for some reason. And I think my number is still correct.
It can't fall.
We need to be consistent, you know. Wait, what? And it sometimes just stops. Reload. Oh. Yes, my number is still correct. If I change my number to 92 at the end, reload this, shouldn't trigger it.
Unless is the opposite of if, right?
That's correct. It
My
does what
number
you'd
is-
expect it to do.
My number is still the minimum number for the teleport. Yeah, so should we add another tag to make sure it only teleports once? This will also reduce the lag of the module.
You said that the teleporting into the line was important for TNT minecart droppers, but how do you activate the TNT?
It just falls down and
It's in midair.
explodes.
But how do you get it to fall?
Well, if you can detect whether a minecart is on this line, you can break the line at a specific timing.
Oh.
So this entire line acts as a detector rail, which is great for redstone contraptions.
But you wouldn't be able to repair the line. It would be a one-time use thing.
Yeah, well, if you wanted to drop it, but otherwise you can use it for a bunch of stuff. It's great. So
is there a reason why this wouldn't be a thing? Because you could just add the timer on that.
Yeah, but then you would have to have the timer. This way you could have a signal.
You'd have to add a timer still, if you wanted to drop it not immediately.
This way, yeah, for TNT, but this way you have like a continuous signal if there's an empty minecart riding the rail, or chest minecart, or a hopper minecart.
It is a way of transporting. Right. It is a way of transmitting a signal to the other end of the line that you're approaching, such as turning on a lamp on the thing that you're approaching, or opening really cool a door or something.
So, how do you like the new command parser? We do like it, but the entire command block thing, it had its own charm.
Yeah, it did. I wonder whether there's going to be as much popularity for data packs as commands, because for a long time the thing that Gamemode 4 the thing people liked in Gamemode 4 was, oh my god, there's no mods, it's just commands. But data packs are so close in their feel to mods, I wonder whether people will care in the same way.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I think it's kind of just, people have gotten a little more, like it's become more normal to have data packs and stuff, I think. Which, you know, has its ups and downs. Like Hermitcraft, no one's at all surprised that they're tweaking things with loot tables and data packs and stuff. It's just like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
Ain't that crappy version of Ammo Stance.
Yeah. I guess it just, well, it's not as bad anymore. It doesn't use name tags. Instead, it uses a book with buttons in it.
But how do players get that?
They have to go to a special command block and push a button. Or I suppose, I don't know if they've added some type of crafting thing for it. They said, I remember Gamemode mentioning at some point they might. Recipes. Well, like, yeah, not a crafting recipe, but like floor crafting, perhaps.
I don't like floor crafting.
Yeah, neither do I. It's like, okay, I spill my milk and my wheat on the floor, and bam, there's a cake. I wish that's how it worked, but no.
If time was moving backwards, that would be how it worked. Because then entropy would decrease instead of increase.
Yeah, if we didn't have entropic time, we'd be good.
Damn you, universe. Alright, so now we teleported continuously. So why don't we have like we could just add a tag saying on rail, and if the minecart is on rail, it gets that tag.
That's just another tag to adjust, but
yeah, but then
I mean, tags aren't really that expensive, are they? Probably not.
Teleporting it all the time seems so unnecessary.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if it's the right way to do it, but under pulse check, I just added a thing saying to remove the GM4 linked tag if it's no longer under a cable. I don't know of a nicer way of doing that. I guess we could do tag equals GM4 minecart and tag not equals... and tag equals linked.
Yep. I think it's fine.
Lunked. Do we want to start putting spaces in our selectors?
No.
Do we have a selector with bigger stuff with more than one argument somewhere around here?
We do now. Line 7, pulse check MC function.
Okay, I want to try. Because I know in Minecraft when you hit like control left, it just goes to the next space. But this seems to not. Because I mean, spaces like in command blocks, spaces are good because then you can use Control Left and Control Right to navigate between spaced arguments, but not in text editors, or at least not this one. Like this one seems smart enough to go word by word.
I mean, there is an argument for readability, but it might be
Yeah.
alright.
I mean, they're long enough already. But I mean, maybe once we start getting to things like Zobber cauldrons and liquid tanks, we'll be going crazy with lack of spaces.
I would love a plugin for a text editor where if you click on a curly bracket, it opens like a little mini text box, like a floating text box, with like a neatened version of the single line code. So for like MBT, you could click on it and it would open like an editor where it's like tabbed and indented and new lined all of the levels of the MBT, so you can edit it in that. That'd be great.
Someone get on that. Hurry. Arx demands it. Your king has made a request. Do it.
Sparking. Yeah. So why is the teleport not working?
It is working.
Is it triggering the line?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't reload it right now. I'm rewriting it to give it a tag.
Okay. Are you in zipping?
I'm adding a tag called harbored link.
I've just realized we should have, because we use the hooks to hook them onto the rail, zip rail, we probably should have called it hook, not link, but oh well.
Let's rename it again.
But it's linked onto the cable.
Yeah, link's fine.
Hook makes it sound like you can fall off, and we don't want people to not trust that they'll fall off these cable cars.
Yes, the myriad of players who will read through the function to understand the mechanics.
Wait, let me think about this. So, this is the wrong way to do it. I need to do it the other way around. Control X. Control X used to be my shortcut for muting me in Discord, and that messed with stuff.
Oh, if you want to just move a line, you can hit Control up or down, and it moves that line.
Oh, fancy. No.
Aha! I know things. I feel special. I know that's my name, but...
You are. Unless block rails at... how should we call the tag that we give minecarts when they are bound to a cable or hook, but they are... So they are basically floating?
Minecart raised. Zipline... Ziprails _ raised.
Taut.
Or something like that.
Hanged.
We're not in a school, Sparks.
No, taut. As in, like, it's pulled itself straight onto it.
Yeah, we're not in a school. Also, why am I green now? I used to be yellow. Why? These colors, I think it just picks a random one. Because both of you are very similar shades of blue. And I'm now a lime green.
Let's do if
I wish we could set a color for each person, so then blue would be blue, and then Sparks would be purple, and I don't know, hot pink, maybe, not sure. I don't really have a color.
Alright, so now it teleports it if it doesn't have the taunt link, but isn't on a rail. So it only teleports it once. And now we need to remove that taunt link tag in a way that... Yeah, this is a nightmare. Can somebody else do it?
What are you trying to do?
So what I'm doing, right, I want to make it so that it only teleports the minecart once it is not on a rail, but hooked to or linked to a line. So it does that right now. But now we need to make it so that in case there was like a single rail in the middle of the zipline, that when it gets onto the rail, it gets rid of the tag again, which is quite easy. Never mind, I can do it. Execute if block think I'm getting the hang of 1.13.
It's just going to be practice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just it's a form of muscle memory programming.
Yeah, that I can tell people I've been exercising.
Is it better if I take a look at this proxy?
I'm looking.
So I could do it without this, and just remove the tag from every minecart that is on a rail. But is it better performance-wise if I check for whether they have the tag first?
If you're trying to remove a tag from things, checking if they already have it is just a waste, I think. Although there is an if block argument. I don't know if that affects it, because I know if you're what do you call it? Like if you're just doing it's like this.
Yeah, that's a waste.
Like
for sure.
this would be more that's technically more efficient than
Yeah,
that, because then it doesn't have to check if they have the tag. It just gets the list and tries to remove it from them all. Supposedly, that's what Dinnerbone said at some point in the Minecraft commands
let's
Discord.
include the if entity, because then it doesn't have to go check on every.
Yeah. Well, the only
guess.
minecarts that will be running these commands are the ones that are.
No, nope. It's all minecarts.
What zipping.mc function?
Yep. At s equals at e tag equals gm4 minecart here.
Right.
No, only minecarts that have a cable above them will run the things in zipping.
Yeah, I did not copy that fully. Sorry, that's my fault.
Yeah, right. Then let's leave. Don't do the if entity has the tag then. It shouldn't be that bad. Let's try this. Special's right.
Oh,
There's just such a wall of text in my face. Like, I'm not used to that between command block modules and data packs. Command blocks, you got to see it piece by piece, and like little bite-sized nibbles. And now it's all of them at once.
Did we have an error loading yet? Yeah. After Rails on line 7 again.
Oh, I forgot to run. I also forgot to run here. I think now it works. Reload.
Is there a line numbers option to have them start at 0? No, there's not.
That would be nice.
That's error loading again.
Yeah, line 8. Incorrect argument for command at position remove.
Remove, that's why.
Let's reload it.
Also, that's now a double space. Oh no, it's a single space. Okay, never mind.
I removed the double space.
Okay. It's still.
I think it works.
Why is it moving so slowly now? That's my question. Is the teleport affecting it, or is it like constantly like bobbing on top of the string effectively, and every other tick it's given a movement? I guess it doesn't.
I just want to try something.
Matter.
I'm gonna comment out the teleport.
Yep.
And see if it now goes the same speed.
Well, we can counteract the speed reduction by just giving it a great emotion. Yeah, it's a teleport.
Yeah, the teleport is tricking it out. Interesting.
Even though we're only teleporting it once now. Or I think. Special, can you just insert... how can we check whether it's just teleporting once?
Well, let's see.
I know how to
execute if itself. Okay. I gotta read through this.
Command here.
So, run the link command if it's not taught.
Yes.
And if it's not in Rails, make it taught. Yeah, that should work.
Nope. Getting teleported all the time, apparently.
Where do you remove?
But I should
Where do you-
let me set the save first.
That the order should not matter.
Yeah, but if it teleports, then it changes its location, right?
Oh, okay. So it's gonna run the teleport if it doesn't have the tag and if it's not in Rails.
Yeah,
And it gets
after
the
that,
tag.
it gets the tag.
Oh, there's one feature I missed from Notepad++. If you highlight a selection, it doesn't highlight all the other matching selections.
Oh, that's nice. Well, not nice. It's a nice feature
I
when
wish
it exists.
There's probably a package, to be honest. There's so many packages. I looked through a few, and I'm like, I want all of them.
So
Diff
it gets
entity-
teleport if it doesn't have the tag, but is not in Rails. And it gets the
You're
tag
only
when it's
adding
on
the
Rails.
top. Oh wait, never mind. If it's linked, and if it's not in Rails, tag yourselves add dot link.
I don't even need the
Uh,
link here, right? Because it's in. Special, do we need the TM4 underscore linked here? Because we're only executing at attached ones. And that's the same as linked, right?
No, linked is if it's got its tags.
Alright.
Linked is if it's got its direction assigned.
There's also a package that adds vertical alt selection. I was
Yeah,
about to read
that's
that.
so you don't need to use a package for that. If you hit Control, you can add multiple cursors. Oh, not Control Alt is a vertical selection. You can also just
about to read that.
hold Control and put cursors literally everywhere.
I was about to read. There's also a package that adds vertical rails.
Yes, someone's already done our job for us, but in Atom. Oops. Okay, so I added a say.
Don't forget to reload it.
I did. Yeah. So Control Alt does the same thing that Control does in Notepad++. I don't know if you can reassign things, but oh, yeah.
Whoa.
So it's doing it a lot. Still. So it's saying everyone who has the tot link set thing. So it is giving itself the tot link.
Sorry, repeat that, please. Distracted by motorcycle.
It is what? I'm just thinking.
It's got really confusing really fast. And maybe stream chats?
Yeah.
Stream chat knows more?
Execute.
Also, if you then
Gee.
waited out documentation. Hello,
Hey,
brothers.
brothers.
Welcome to the stream.
We've only been going for 2.5 hours.
We ran into problems.
Oh, that's not where I type reload. Okay.
Were there any
So
errors?
I think there might have been. There was.
Yeah.
What to do?
Illegal argument.
Line 9.
Position 40. So line
Just actually line 8.
I think that might be a
line 8, position 40.
bracket.
Oh, that's line 8. That might be an issue. Where's position 40?
Line 8 is actually line 9, right?
Yeah.
I thought line 9 was line 8.
This is so confusing.
Line
Oh no.
line 9 will be line 10. No, 8. It'll be line 8.
At
So
position
line
40,
8,
yeah.
taught_link.
Oh, it's saying taunt there. That's the issue, special.
Oh,
Am I misspelling it?
you put
Or is it
taunt.
just because we...
You didn't. I misspelled it.
Okay,
Ah.
so our issue was that we were literally being taunted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it still in there? No, nowhere.
Yes, it works. Look at this.
Why is It's losing.
Are you sure?
It's losing all
that
its
sometimes
velocity.
No, that sometimes happens. It's inconsistent.
Oh god.
I don't like inconsistencies.
I
Why is it so fast?
I doubled the speed, but I guess I wasn't expecting it to be that much fast. That's not double the speed. That's like quadruple, right?
I think now that
Is
we
it
only
still-
teleported once, it's not slowing
still
down
doing it?
anymore.
Is it still doing it constantly?
Nope, it's not.
Oh well, I'll change it back
Yes,
to
it
the
is.
original
Well,
point two then.
it is if it does that thing. But if it works, it doesn't do it constantly.
But why? What causes it not to work? This is gonna drive me mad.
Was this inconsistent? What's going on over here?
Oh, we're just collecting my cards. So there are.
It just
if you
doesn't work
enter-
sometimes.
At the moment, if you enter a zipline, there are three things that might happen. A, the zipline works. B, you just fall down. Or C, you get lifted up, but you get stuck in midair.
So you've got like a 30% chance of living. I would not take those chances.
Also, if it gets stuck, it keeps teleporting itself. So if it gets stuck, it doesn't get port tag.
Maybe this whole teleporting up thing is more trouble than it's worth. I agree it would be nice to do what it's doing right now, but if we're getting
we will do
inconsistencies...
this, Sparks. We need it.
But if we remove it, it was always consistent.
Was it?
I think
Yeah.
it was.
No special, was it?
Yes.
Are you
Blue.
sure?
I'm staring you right in your sunglasses. Yes.
But the teleporting is such a nice feature, we can't drop it. What does Stream think? Linker 1 is line 0.
Yes, we knew, Crothers. Line 1 is line 0. And Memsty is poor.
Line in your text window is one more than MC console.
Yeah, we figured that out earlier when we were like, what the heck? That last blank.
When it works,
And
it
this
works so
note is
nicely.
like, help.
See?
But it doesn't always work.
What does Stream Chat think about this?
I love the mess we've made on the stage.
Oh yeah, this random
Hey,
glowstone
it's not
spire-
work if you don't make a mess.
This random glowstone spire that doesn't hit anything at all, and these random minecarts that glow if you look at
Yeah.
them. And the ender hoppers that are spreading. Stop when it gets stuck and look at the text. That sounds like a good idea. Didn't get stuck. Fell down. Didn't get stuck.
We should stop destroying them when they fall.
Yeah. Worked. Got stuck. Let's check the text for it. I don't know how to do it.
Flash tag
At E?
thing then list.
How do I select it though?
Range equals...
Distance.
Oh yeah, distance.
Like
Or-
that. It's
Oh,
just
it's
disappearing.
lost in the chat.
Oh, can we?
Make
can
sure
we,
you add the dot. Make sure you add the dot before your distance argument. I always forget that.
I will stop that same message.
Stop shouting at us, module. We're your creators. You will obey us.
Right. Reload the thing. Stop.
I'm curious to see if the minecart will drop now.
Nope, doesn't.
Oh. So it's a 0-tick update. It's cool.
Oh.
Well, the server freezes when it reloads.
Yeah.
Right.
Now it fell.
Heck. It didn't fall. It kind of fell.
It sagged.
Right, let's summon a few more minecarts to get the wrong behavior again.
What's the difference between TPing and not TPing?
The difference is, so if we teleport the minecart up, on the one hand, it makes it so that your head isn't entirely stuck in the debris, and on the other hand, we make it so with TPing, minecarts without players, so chest minecarts, hopper minecarts, TNT minecarts, minecarts without players trigger tripwire, which allow you to detect whether a minecart is moving across the string, regardless of whether the player is inside, which allows you to build contraptions with it. So yeah, it's really useful.
Weird pitch, work with me. Cause minecarts without passengers on zip lines to just summon like a trail of items behind them that triggers the line.
That sounds like
Huh.
a weird fix, but that would work.
I'm curious now. Does an area effect cloud trigger a zipline thing?
That is a good question.
Actually, I'm not gonna do it
now
on your
found out.
test trail.
What can you-
Over here.
What?
I'll summon an area effect cloud
Julie,
and
do
do
the
some.
thing.
Do the thing, Sparks.
I should type equals minecart. It says GM4 minecart. That's the only tag it has.
So it didn't even get hooked.
Nope.
So that's not the teleporter fault, then.
Are you sure? Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, 'cause-
Yeah. So is it
Teleporting
is it
happens after.
passing under the hook in less than a? Is it traveling at more than 1 block per tick? That seems fast.
Yeah.
Might be the case, in which case we just need to add a second check for it and check a block ahead as well.
But we don't. That would involve trying to figure out which way it's going before
But
we
on the
check.
other hand,
It's-
is it? Let's view it this way. Is it that bad? If we leave it like this, we just require players to not hit this hook on full speed, which makes sense because you wouldn't want to attach to a hook at going 100 miles per hour.
Mizad says, "Isn't that on a slow clock?" And he makes a good point. We have like nothing on the function called main.mc function. Oh, we have to add the
where's
advancement
mine?
as well.
Oh yeah. Do we really need an advancement for fancy rails?
For riding
Yeah,
in a
I agree.
zip-lined minecart, sure.
We-
Oh,
we
okay,
do
yeah,
need
okay.
one.
Should be pretty easy.
Yeah, so Eldani says it's worth
We might
keeping, and I feel the same.
We might be able to do the advancement without code. We
Really?
might be able to do it just in advancement and using enter
Yeah,
block.
We'll just install
I think,
special on everybody's computers.
But then you enter block,
Actually-
you just be standing in a trip line.
Can you also detect if you're riding check the NPT of a minecart? No, probably not. You're
Yeah, so we'll have to work out a solution for this, but what's with the getting stuck part?
like there's one.
Yeah, the falling down, the hooking fails on the ones that fall down.
So
This one.
and there's one that's stuck.
The falling down
See what's
doesn't have anything to do with the TP.
Okay. But what's this one done?
I don't know, check it, please. I'm just begging you guys for doing checks, because I can't do it. I feel so bad.
Every time I go to do tags, I still do scoreboard players tag just by. Ugh.
On the Gamemode 4D server, there's a command on there called scam, short for schematic. And I always prompt my /scoreboard command with /sc and then tab. And on the Gamemode 4D server, it autocompletes to /scam for schematic. It's so annoying.
So this one's just a minecart. It has nothing else.
So this one didn't get hooked at all.
It's not hooked. It's not saying it's linked.
Now it fell
So
down.
why is it teleporting? Why was it in midair?
Why was it teleported at all? That's a good question. I guess we don't check for the linked state when teleporting. Yeah, we don't. Maybe we should. So if we add 2 teleport,
Thanks.
tag equals.
I can add the advanced.
I will add a tag equals gm4 underscore linked to the teleporter and to the taught link header. So now it shouldn't be teleported if it doesn't have the link tag. Can I reload the function?
Yeah, I'm done. Oh, hang on, let me save. And pulse check is also unsaved. Okay.
Do we have what a good icon for Ziprails advancement being?
A hook? Tripwire hook? Because I guess minecart's probably already being used for vertical rails, right?
Oh, we could use it for more than one.
Oh, well then minecart if we can. Or is it does it have to be a
Getting
block?
stuck shouldn't happen now.
It could be any item.
Oh, an item. Okay. I feel like a tripwire hook.
We shouldn't be able to see stuck minecarts now. Only the ones falling down.
What? Oh, okay.
So what happened to the stuck ones is we didn't check for the link tag when teleporting.
Yeah.
And those falling down apparently got teleported sometimes. I guess due to bad timing. This might have fixed the falling down as well.
I don't know why it would have.
Also, I've altered the rail, so let's make the minecarts faster.
This reminds me of like production line quality control testing.
Yeah, if we make the minecarts go in faster, they fall down sometimes. See?
Okay, so
With 3 powered rails here, they fall down a lot of the
I
time.
don't know if that's a good thing or not. It seems like a bit of a... Like, if it's a limitation caused by the system, if we're looking at it from the eyes of a player, it seems a little weird that you have to slow it down to dock it.
Yeah, on the other hand, it's...
Not terrible, but a little odd.
On the other hand, it's like, why would you want to hook up to a line at 100 miles per hour?
That's special, and that's why. Because you're showing off.
Yeah, but we don't see any minecarts getting stuck anymore. So that's a good thing.
So it's to do with the... So it's effectively, they are passing under this zip line in less than a tick.
Yep, so if I just have 1 powered rail here, we don't see them falling down at all.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I add like 3 powered rails, they fall down a lot of the time.
Interestingly, like this rail system, like the zip lines, are slower than full speed power rails. So you need to slow them down. They're going to slow down anyway when they get on the rails. So you might as well slow them down to dock.
Yeah. So at least they don't get stuck anymore. Now they don't only fall down if you're too fast. Which I would like to patch out, but if we can't, then at least there's proper lore behind it. Also, whoever is still on the server, I will give you guys a bunch of minecarts. I think you ran out. Yeah, you did.
Okay, do we have an advance? Oh, you said you had a good advancement name for this. Is that just in the suggestions document?
We don't. I checked it and we don't. There's no name.
Okay.
Also, people that have just joined the stream or joined the stream later, there's a Minecraft server you can join and watch us do all this testing. You can watch in first person and even join a Discord voice channel to have live audio. The Minecraft server is over at stream.gamemode4d.com.
If I run a TNT minecart, is anything going to blow it up?
Well, let's find out.
Fine, right?
Let's find out.
To quote a thing that I read, that's a problem for future us to deal with.
Yes. Oh, they were
I
fine.
love this.
Oh god, the TNT.
It blew up
lava. The lava blows them up. I didn't know that.
Since when does lava absorb explosions?
Oh, since forever. Like, really forever. Like, people were making, they were making mob farms with TNT dropped into lava and using the lava. I think Ether was doing it to absorb the explosion because there was no water in the nether.
Oh.
So yeah, it's been like that a long time.
But from a logic standpoint, it shouldn't. This is so amazing to watch. Hey, Eleni, welcome to the server. Alright, so we now have like, I think it works if you don't go in too fast.
Yeah.
What if we make it so that they come in at full speed, like proper full Why is this rail getting powered? Oh, there's a lever.
Oh, I have a lever, yeah, because I was placing them by hand. There you go.
Surprisingly, it works.
Is it because it's being summoned a little high? If I push this button... Oh, I see, yeah. Although that seems
Sometimes,
fine as well. It's just a small...
It's really...
I'd rather it consistently didn't dock if they were at high speed.
Yeah, yeah. We could make it so that we just check for a high speed and then force it not to dock. That way we'll just get around the entire problem, you know?
But then we have to, like, constantly read the MBT of all minecarts into a scoreboard.
Oh, and checking for speed is horrible because we can't check for speed like above fixed value.
Well, we'd have to read it into a scoreboard.
Oh yeah, you can do that, but still. Yeah, I see.
Whee! I swear
That's
I had a
the
great...
best thing I could come up with
I
at
swear
the
I had
second.
a great name for it.
I like
The
name.
advancement.
Oh, one thing that I've been doing with the advancements is since you can add NBT to the items that you see, like, for like, you know, damaged items, you can also add like a name to it, and although it doesn't display anywhere, I have a hunch that with Optifine's like retexturing things based on names features, you might be able to retexture the advancement icons based on their not visible names. So I've just been adding little names saying what logo they are. So,
interesting.
in theory, we could make a resource pack for Optifine that just retextures the advancement icons to the actual logo of the drawing a blank
Oh yeah, the zipline
thing
now.
of the thing.
The zipline thing is now properly writable in both directions.
Barring the falling into lava part.
By the way, I want to try this out as well.
Show some support.
Oh wow, this doesn't work.
So Misode suggested hooked on.
What, for taught?
No, for the advancement name.
Oh. Yeah, or you got me hooked.
Come and join me, VM.
I had a really funny one and I can't remember what it is. You say it's not in the document, Blue?
Nope, it isn't.
What's the document?
Wasn't... Oh, we have a document with a list of all the modules and planned changes. Yeah?
Yeah.
So
is there a link to that pin somewhere?
Players collide, we just get stuck.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh!
Found the link.
Does it block the motion?
Yeah, it just blocks you. It's kind of funny.
That's interesting. I guess it kind of makes sense.
It's like on Rails,
Yeah.
I guess.
You could use this to make... there's easier ways of making minecart ridey things. But you can't start them again. By pressing the direction keys.
No, you can't, but you can kill one of the minecarts.
Yeah.
And I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
So if you try this, it's real fun. Oh, I like it.
Is this a good speed?
Where is...
Do you think?
Yeah, I think.
I think it maybe should be a little bit faster. You're moving quite slowly.
Is Ziprails on the suggestion document? Or did you put it under...
It's under vertical rails because we initially were going to make it an expansion of vertical rails.
Others. Yeah, not here.
El Danny, it's a 40 string limit.
Your tripwire must be a valid tripwire.
And tripwires are only valid for 40 blocks of length.
Not a train, but on a cable thing.
Do you mind if I get rid of that say message now?
Yeah.
I'm going to try changing the motion to 0.3 instead of 0.2, see how that feels. I think it might be a little bit slow currently. reload when you're done with the say special.
I'm just gonna add another comment block.
I need some ports.
Okay. Every time I see the thing that says checking for updates, no updates found, my soul just like sighs a little. So nice. Apparently I missed something somewhere.
Why?
I missed one of the say commands.
Oh.
Also, I can't shout reload apparently. I just did that. Reload.
I want to compare this to a minecart moving at full minecart rail speed.
Besides it.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are out here in the great outdoors.
Yeah, where there's a nice long line to test with. This is 0.3 motion.
It feels a little slower than full speed rails, which I think is good.
It does, yeah.
I just got...
Oh. You just get pushed in the opposite direction. You had your direction
Well, a
changed.
cart ran into me.
It did. Did it push you back?
Yeah, I reversed direction.
That's really
I don't know if the
interesting,
cart was pushing me.
The cart must have been because your tag wouldn't have changed, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, also,
I feel like zipline is almost too invisible for this project. Thanks, special.
there we go. You've been timed out.
For 10 seconds.
I just wanted to test it out.
I need to activate this thing.
See, that time I stopped. Can someone run into us again and see what happens?
Can I push you?
No,
No.
not really.
Setting up a great Ziprail adventure.
Nope, we've just joined the, Oh! Oh, because those two are already going in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now time for someone to make a resource pack that replaces string with straight up cable.
Yeah.
Like, I understand why it's so invisible, but the fact that you get a hitbox around it kind of makes it really obvious.
Yep. Yeah, the hitbox is kind of... Nah.
Oops.
I didn't like it from the start, but...
I just
kept
broke
it
the
and
string by accident. Oh, I've completely ruined your rail thing here. There we go.
Sparks destroying everything again.
No!
Yeah, we have to go around a corner here. Oh, or actually, maybe not.
No.
Stage is being... the viewing platforms, seating areas being turned into a roller coaster.
It's fine. We'll correct it later. What is this? Oh, part of the roller coaster.
Better roller coaster network. Need more support for it. Shall not be floating.
Okay, Sparks, you and I, we're gonna race now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Oh, you pushed me.
Oh, I went the wrong direction.
However, I can see that I'm overtaking you. Like, you're getting
Yeah.
further away from me.
Okay.
My bad, I
We're
punched,
good.
I punched something.
So full on power rails are still faster, which is good, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hi,
definitely.
Sparks.
So it's like it's a little bit slower. It's still it's a valid way of getting around, but it's not the maximum, the best speed.
Try to hit the button special. Oh, you didn't.
Push the button and make me go.
What button? What button?
Oh, you don't need to
Send
hit it
help.
anymore. Takes you that way automatically.
Where's this button? Oh, that
Don't
button.
do anything. Don't hit it.
I get fancy ride.
Oh my god! This is... I didn't even notice you building all of this extra stuff special, but as I saw him go up, I had that childlike
blue.
thrill you get when you have like a train set. I was like genuinely reminded of having like a little train set as a kid.
Come on.
It's good to know that I'm just a toy to you.
You're my toy boy.
Oh boy.
We
And
should
with
change the
that,
name
I'm
of
quitting
of
Game Mode
these
4.
streams to Game Mode 4 Toybox.
Toy box.
Oh, this is so much fun. And they don't seem to fall down that often.
Yeah. It's really weird that that one we had did that.
Maybe it was because we spawned them weirdly.
Perhaps.
Sparks ran into the end there, or whoever it was.
Oh no, I
still need
I held the back key while I was on that
Yeah.
thing to slow myself down to get a bit of distance.
Bat key. Batman, get the Batmobile and the Bat key.
This is so much fun. I want to join.
Blue,
the
I
run.
gotta say, your little thing up here, I keep hitting my head on it, and I'm really tempted.
I know, but people
Load
could
it.
get to it.
Just like move it up a couple blocks.
This is really fun. Danny says it's really cool for transporting people around a town without making a mess with the rails. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, personally, I've always been a fan of big raised skyways. Is that the word for it? Like with minecart rails?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
also-
purposeful.
But this also looks pretty cool with the stations.
So is this like the
If only
module
it was more
done
visible.
and wrapped up completely? Like, is it probably? We don't need to one-clickify them anymore.
No.
Yeah, we
think
just.
we're
I
pretty
mean,
much done.
we've got the advancement.
We need a name for it. That's about it.
I think Ziprails is fine, but
Ziprails is fine.
I
No,
think we basically just
Better
zip
than
it.
we.
The thing we don't have yet is the release support on the website for like basically building the zip.
This is so much fun. It looks so cool.
Yeah. We'll have to figure out how uploading to the site works, because it's not just going to be that whole folder, is it? It's going to be like parts of it.
It will be the zip lines namespace we upload. And then there'll be a separate Minecraft.
And part of the Game Mode 4.
Oh, have we made an edit to the Game Mode 4? Oh, we do, don't we?
The advancement, and for things like that have loot tables,
oh man, yeah.
loot tables.
I really want us to have a way of just not having to update every single module if we change the base clock.
Yes, agreed. Plus it'd be nice to automatically be adding in those version checks.
Hoodie, if two people are going in opposite directions, the minecart seems to just stop in midair.
Yeah, which is fine in my opinion.
I mean, conservation of momentum and everything.
Yeah, you might get a slight, what's it called?
How are you
Concussion.
feeling, Sparks, with the TNT minecart in front of you?
Fine. And as long as you don't do anything horrible to it.
Hope it doesn't blow up. Oh, you can use this to like, imagine you have like a base in town and there's a pathway through your base and you want to send just minecarts over that path. You can use these sublanes.
Yeah.
Send just minecarts over, and you can use the redstone signal to like open a gate or something.
Yeah. It's going to be really fun. And I haven't seen a single one of the minecarts we've been using here fall off.
Yeah, you know what's the issue, Sparks?
Mm-hmm.
We have a 1.13 version, but our server is still a 1.12.
Then we will just have that much more motivation to update it.
Oh, hey, Zacloud.
Oh, it's
I really want that second screen. Hi, Zacloud.
Gamemode for
And
Toolbox
Hoodie might be back.
Turner is just the name of this series, I guess, the streaming series where we work on this stuff.
Yeah. Is it still called Surviving the Poison Dome, or do you have...
Yeah, the stream is still called Surviving in the Poison Dome. I guess, I hope I can rename the video that gets saved afterwards. I think I can.
Yeah, we're not surviving in a Poison Dome, by the way.
What do you think of our ziplines, Zacloud? They run on tripwires, and
Oh no, the TNT minecart has stopped.
you have the 40 block tripwire limit as well. Oh, I broke the string. Oh my god!
Ah!
That is a huge explosion!
Oh, Sparks.
Why did falling cause it to explode?
Because that's what TNT minecarts do.
Huh. Well. Anyway, Zacloud, what do you think of our zip lines when they work?
And don't explode.
I guess we have to pit of death now.
Yeah, I guess we do.
anyways.
I haven't got it visually updated for me yet. Oh, there it go. Oh, no.
That was
Oh, we don't
quite
have
a mess.
the rollback either.
Nope, we don't have rollbacks.
Oh, and I bet the seats are all... Oh, thank goodness.
I
Transform
killed
made the
them
seats
and
no
I
gravity.
The seats anyway?
The seats are good. Well, there's the marker armor stands to indicate where the seats are.
Oh, so you
there's-
don't have like one arm stand for each seat. That's good, I guess.
Well, there's a grid of them.
I'm probably
but-
ruining the floor pattern here now.
Okay, no more explosions for us.
Yeah, Blue.
Here, I think
You
I
broke the
understand the
string.
floor pattern.
So do I. It's just concrete powder.
No, there's some, I was just gonna copy those side actually.
Yeah, but after 3 hours,
Oh,
we finally
sorry,
got
yeah,
it working.
after this one there's no... Okay. Dragon's gonna kill us.
Oh yeah. He'd be like, you did it all wrong!
Auto moderator, I appreciate you're willing to help, but like,
Oh, he's so
You
not
know what?
helpful. Though.
I'm sending him to space.
Yeah, go for it. It's time for a vacation.
Oh, he's going to heaven. What is this? Oh. Stage corner copy. Zacloud has not shared her opinion. She doesn't have any thoughts at all about our zip lines. I guess.
Apparently, yeah, no seats here.
Well, I didn't realise that minecarts, TNT minecarts exploded if they fell too far. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I
they
wouldn't
do.
have tried to punch it.
It's great for playing a Dragman against Dragon and blowing him up, but then it didn't do it. Because our drop wasn't tall enough, so he didn't blow up, unfortunately.
Eh?
Entrapment is a great game.
Yep,
Oh, there's a rail missing here.
this one's kind of confused.
Oh.
Oh, this is so much fun.
Is going backwards? No, going backwards don't work. It don't work.
Oh, cause this.
Yeah.
I bet I can fix this.
Well, I think they're done then. Only
I
took,
think so.
Package release, we're done. Get out of here. Dinner time.
it took 3 hours. That's not too bad. It is
You
now
can now go
midnight.
backwards.
That was a little longer than expected.
Wait, what? VM says
Yeah.
trip_wire PNG in 1.12 turned into tripwire.png in 1.13.
Oh, really?
Yes, and grass turned into grass,
Grass
block,
block,
and
yes.
grass block turned into grass.
No, tall grass turned into grass.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, this is so much fun. I want to continue writing this.
Yeah, I'm just going round and round, but we should probably end the stream here, considering I think this is finished. If anyone has a better name for the advancement than Wii,
To be honest, I like the Wii.
I do like the Wii. Oh, Zach, I was just asking what you thought of the zip lines. So they work using tripwires. It triggers the tripwire when you use it, so you can like light lamps and things as minecarts go around. Works for all types of minecart, and it has to be a valid tripwire. So it needs to be like have a hook on each end, and which limits it to 40 blocks in length. But you can make little you can make little extension stations like this one here, where it undocks the minecart from the tripwire hook and then redocks it to like extend the distance.
Oh, here's a thing we forgot. Maybe we should, before we end this, maybe we should add a sound if you hook onto the dripper, because adding sounds adds a lot to the effect.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, what sound effect do you think we could use for that?
Yeah, so should we only play the sound when you hook on, or continue?
I would think.
How does the tool break
I don't know.
sound? That might be kind of nice. Like when a durability drops on a pick or something, that sort of crunk.
Oh yeah, that might sound nice for hooking on.
Yeah,
And
maybe change the
no
pitch
sound
slightly.
for traveling on the line, I think. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we
Is
don't
that-
need the sound whilst traveling.
No, I think there's already a slight minecart rumble, isn't there?
Minecart sound, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
get the
think so.
minecart sound.
Alright, then we should add like a hook sound.
I don't think Zach Cloud's able to answer. I will assume that she thinks it's awesome, because who wouldn't think it's awesome?
Whilst we're on it, how efficient is our module? Because we have
7.
to barely have anything in the main function. It's all under.
It's very 20 hertzy, isn't it? But it's only
Yeah.
It needs to
it's only
be.
small checks if there are no minecarts currently riding a zip line.
Yeah, well, I guess
Yeah.
it needs to be. Also, I can
How did we?
remove this
How have
one.
we? How has it taken this long for us to think up this idea?
Well, we had that issue of gravity existed for a while.
It's true.
And then we had issues with falling down.
What sound plays when you place an item frame? Based on the suggestion by Little Man Muse. It's just like a little click.
There is a slow fall effect. The problem is, would have loved it. Do it again, special.
I don't know why it's only playing to you.
Oh, I
It
like
only
that.
tells me that it's playing it to you.
It is only playing it to me, but I like that.
I hear it.
Oh, that's weird.
It's a quiet little click.
It plays at your position, special. I like that. That's a good suggestion. Who suggested that? That was a great sound. It's a great sound. Little Man 9, yeah. Oh, I like it. Shall we go for it then?
What does the tool destroy sound like?
I actually couldn't find the tool destroy sound. I don't know if you can give it a shot. I looked for it.
I will give it a shot. Sounds.json. Java addition value. Okay.
What category should it be under?
Minecart sounds are under player, under friendly creatures. So I think we should put it there as well.
What, neutral?
So that
Friendly creatures.
No, under
the sound.
the sound.
Group. There's no
Like the
friendly
volume
creatures.
control. The volume
There's
control.
weather record, voice, player, neutral, music, master, hostile, block, ambient.
Ambient is like weather, right?
Then put
I'll
it
just-
under neutral, because that's where all the Minecart sounds are.
Okay.
Block break.
What? This is the anvil break sound.
Horrible, I think.
But it doesn't
Yeah.
make that sort of shunk. It just goes.
Yeah, because it's played in tandem with the hammering. Because every time you use an anvil, it goes the tick tick tick, but then when it breaks, it goes tick tick chunk.
Oh, okay.
Special try entity.item.break. By the way, entity.item.break, that sound, there's a bug in the game where I haven't heard it in ages because it doesn't play.
I hear nothing.
I hear nothing.
Oh wait, that's because that's not a sound.
Oh, break, not place.
Oh.
There it is.
I think I associate that too much with the tool breaking to use it as a hook sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't heard it in so long, and it makes me sad.
Yeah,
I wonder.
It doesn't play. Alright, so should we go with the place with the little clock?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Reload and see if it plays.
What's really nice is now that we're adding a command in the middle of this, we don't have to move all the command blocks over anymore. We can just new line.
We have no excuses anymore to know that sounds.
Yeah, there's no space limit. We can descriptively name tags and scoreboards and things like that. We can add comments easily.
I got the breaking sound, so it seems to be fixed in 13, which is nice.
Oh, great.
So hooray.
So where does this go?
I've uploaded the sound effect to the thing. See if it does.
Where did this go?
Magic.
Where did the sound effect go? Special in which?
Link.
Does it play the sound?
I heard it.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I kind of want to keep this. I want to record a video of this for the release video for this module.
It's a bit silent.
People zipping around.
Yeah, I think it fades in with everything, which is nice a little bit.
I feel like you don't really hear it because the microphone is so loud.
I hear it pretty loudly.
It's really subtle.
Right, you stream guys are going to see like a little fraps icon in the top left now while I record this. I'm recording while streaming. This is novel. Special, stop flying around.
I'm getting a cart. Making for a good shot.
Okay. Cute.
Oh, this is lovely.
What I'm hearing is the tripwire getting activated, says Danny. Yeah.
You can hear it, but it's really sound.
You could increase the volume of the sound, right?
Nope, that doesn't increase the volume.
Not easily.
Minecraft volumes are weird, so if you don't run a play sound, the volume specifies how big of a radius the sound should be played in. It doesn't mess with the volume at all.
That is weird.
Yeah,
we could.
I'm working this out. It isn't obvious, but you can hear it.
I think it's just a little thing in there to help out. Okay, I actually have to head out pretty soon, so I'm thinking we should wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired as well. But yeah.
Oh, it's like 1 a.m. No, math. That's not how math works. It's midnight where you are, isn't it, Sparks?
Yeah.
Blue is just way far ahead. It's only 7 here. Yeah.
Thank you very much, everybody, for watching the stream. Special and Blue, thank you for joining me in this stream, and thanks to everybody who was on the server and in the comments, helping and suggesting things and testing in the stage area.
Thanks to Little Man to suggesting.
Yeah, we will see you next week? ? I will be in Sweden for the next 2 of these.
I know I won't be around. So
I will just keep you guys informed whether I will stream on my own.
I might actually only miss 1, but I suppose you have to keep an eye out for messages about when we next stream. But I won't be around for the next one, that's for sure.
There is a chance that this has really been my last stream for a while. So if that is the case, thank you guys for putting up with my my really lame voice and ideas. But yeah.
Alright, see you everyone. Have a nice night or day.
Bye bye.
Whatever time it is. Goodbye.
Yep. See you guys.